The Rap Roundtable.
Episode 141 of New York's and hip hop's #1 podcast for hip hop.
You niggas what?
The Rap Roundtable is back on deck here. Love getting in the studio with my guys, you know, for the haters, who still ain't figure it out.
You niggas what?
For the non-well wishers.
You niggas what?
For the people who just wish we would go away.
You niggas what?
We never going anywhere.
We outside.
Every time you think you got checkmate, we find a way to counter move you and elevate even more. It's been happening since 2023. They try to checkmate the guys and we just sidestep and elevate. This is just the latest iteration of the sidestep and elevate. And we counter the counter, baby.
And if you ever don't see us, it's because we left you so far behind.
Man.
You niggas what?
Cold blooded.
God damn it. It's your boy Joff here alongside City Rap Side.
What up, what up?
Alongside DB Bounce alongside the best Drake fan in the world.
Yes, sir.
Your homie Mase with the fire hoodie. Can the people see that hoodie real quick?
Check it
Mase?
out.
Yeah.
Check it out. Big Worm, you know what I mean?
Shout out Big Worm.
Play with my
Shout out
money.
boy Phase on.
You know what I mean?
Friday
That's
shit.
every character.
Hell yeah.
That's what this time is missing, right? What other iconic movies? What we don't even get the hood movies no more, or like the Hollywood movies that take place in the hood. When was the last one we got? We ain't getting into LA. LA culture popular.
That's crazy.
Atlanta. They tried to do a couple of movies, but they just ain't work right. I think what was that other? What was the name of that movie where son had the cleanest high top fade, and it was a remake of
Dope.
a character.
Dope.
Nah, it wasn't
It
dope.
wasn't dope?
It was like not Shaft, but like something like Shaft. I forget the name.
I remember Dope was dope, and then Dope was dope. And then
Dope was dope.
what was that? The one in
was it based in Detroit?
the train station? Something station?
Fruitville?
Fruitville Station.
That was out that was
okay.
years
Fruitville
ago,
Station.
gang. That was like
Yeah, that was a while ago.
And
that's
it's like
2013.
when
Jeez.
you talk about those movies like Old Dog, Bishop, Doughboy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's no we
Fruitville
used to have
Station.
classic characters. I don't know any of these guys.
I remember that movie by the end of the pod. If not, just ask me when it airs. Between now and the time you see this, I would have remembered it and I just throw it in the chat.
What was crazy too is that I'm always thinking, like, I'm always missing that era of soundtracks.
Yes.
Movie
bro.
soundtracks.
That's a fact.
The hood movie, and then the hood movie soundtrack with some of the greatest gems you ever heard in your life from the 90s and 2000s. We don't got no more hood movies, so we don't got no more hood movie soundtracks.
I know TV has kind of replaced the hood movie because you had your Powers, your The Shy, shit like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of replaced it. But we need
This is
the big
true.
picture treatment.
That's a fact.
Cali got a lot of shit going on. I'd love a Cali movie right
That would be
now. I'd love a New
right
York
on time.
movie. I love a Chicago, Atlanta, Memphis. Like, Hollywood, get back to giving us hood classes. We need where the hood directors at?
Actually,
Damn.
Freddie Gibbs got something in it right now. I just don't know
Freddie Gibbs.
the full extent. Yeah, he got a movie out right now.
What was the
I gotta
director's
check
name
that.
who did Boys in the Hood and all
John
those?
Singleton.
John Singleton.
Where's the John Singletons at? That's
Right.
to
Well,
highlight what's going on now.
R.I.P. John
The
Singleton.
Hughes
That's
brothers.
personal.
There's a few of them. You know.
Yeah.
I know he
There's
busy.
F. Gary Gray.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He's doing Sinners and he's doing
Coogler.
Wakanda Forevers and MCU shit, and he's doing the X-Files TV show.
Big
He's
budget.
big
Yeah,
budget
yeah.
shit. But
Budget
movie.
elevated.
Mr. Ryan Coogler. If anyone, why not you? Huh?
Why
We
not?
need that. You know?
After Sinners, like,
Walt got the classics up there too.
Facts.
Wow.
Hello. They
Shot
said
it.
great.
common
Come on.
occurrence
yeah,
was hood movies
Bro.
or hood at Jace.
Above the
so many
rim.
classics, bro.
Now that's a soundtrack there.
Yo,
boy.
listen.
How we ain't get the hood
Belly.
AAU tournament movie yet?
Yo, come on now. Talk
Y'all
about
slacking
it.
out there, man.
All
Talk
these little
about it.
gang
You know
members running around. Who telling the story
It
of
might-
what kids
let-
go through in the
let,
hood?
let me not say that.
Facts.
It might not. Look, the scripts, the screenplays may be hidden.
Now. Shout out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Let's
Upgrades.
go. You see it?
Get him. Won't kill him.
But the scripts and the screenplays may be hidden certain desks. It's just, Hollywood might be on some bullshit.
Facts.
true,
You
true.
right.
You know?
You right. Let me not kick the backs into the directors and
Yeah,
the writers. They
true,
might
true.
be pitching it.
That's true.
But to me, they relying on Instagram. Instagram skits are kind of replaced. You telling me
Instagram.
Drew's he can't put together a little comedy, a little hood
Yeah.
comedy right now?
Come on, man.
Drewski on fire right now.
Hey,
too.
Drew's clearly got a budget because you seen that church kid
Bruh,
go crazy.
that was a
You
couple
heard
dollars.
that cost?
That was
Yeah.
a couple dollars.
That movie with SZA and Keke Palmer was alright.
Oh.
I didn't get to see it when
It was
More of that,
alright.
please.
It was
More
alright.
of that.
yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed that
With,
quite a bit. It was like a female
with Cat
Friday,
Williams in
kinda.
there.
Issa was doing
Yeah.
Insecure and a Black Lady sketch show and shit like that. So Issa,
Yeah.
you already right there. I think Issa was behind the movie that you're talking about
Yeah.
as well. We need more of that.
We need that. The audience is there. I tell you.
Come on now. And now with streaming and everything, you could do direct to Netflix, direct to Paramount Plus, Apple, whatever, Apple TV. Come on, man.
And
So
now you
many
got
options.
the social media hype behind it. So
Facts.
you can imagine.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
I'm afraid though, even if we do go back into a renaissance era of that, I think the classic movie soundtrack is
It's over.
That's
a
done.
bygone
You're not
era.
getting that
That's
no more.
lost.
Last one I felt like anything good about was probably like the Black Panther joint.
The soundtrack.
Yeah.
That was the
yeah.
last one.
Facts.
That was
TDE
like
put that
10 years
together.
ago?
2018,
That was
I
a
think it was.
curated soundtrack. Was that like, you know what? We gotta do the knowledge on
18 or
that.
16?
I could be wrong.
Like our soundtracks outside of like this, like you mentioned the Black Panther thing, where that was clearly a dedicated
Heavy.
soundtrack. Our soundtrack's a thing.
Did Sinners have a soundtrack?
I don't know. I don't even look for it. I'm so
You
movie
would-
focused. I didn't even think about the music.
You would think so with all that
How great
quality
the
that
music
was in
Matter of
there.
fact, we all
Yeah,
got
right?
smartphones.
It was 2018. You're right.
2018.
Let me see. The Sinners soundtrack.
Somebody take me.
And that used
Yes.
to like
There was a soundtrack for Sinners.
Yeah.
But,
And when you
I
think
mean, it's a
about-
very music heavy movie.
Yeah.
I don't think
True.
it's a soundtrack in the sense of like what we're talking about, where
would
it's
be
original music.
and soundtracks used to be a viable way to actually like
Break
Jay-Z
artists.
was hot
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
soundtracks.
Break
Like
artists.
Jay-Z was
Yeah,
the
yeah.
soundtrack guy.
Can I get
Shit,
up
I
for Rush
remember
Hour?
when Bad Boys 2 dropped and Bad Boy did the
Shake Your
soundtrack
Tail
for that.
Feather.
There was
Yeah.
bangers all over. They treated that like a whole album. It was multiple videos shot for that, radio
Yep.
single shit like that. Hell yeah.
It all
That's a
connected.
good point, man. We need
Shit.
soundtracks, like-
One of my favorite Nas songs ever that don't ever get talked about, Escobar 97,
Hell
Yeah.
on the Men in
Damn.
Black
Oh,
soundtrack.
yeah.
That's crazy. That's
Hell
a
yeah.
that's a
Shout
poll
out
right
to Will.
there,
I mean,
right?
the young people that watch this right now,
You niggas
talking
what?
about it's crazy. Yeah, talking about this old
That's a
shit.
fact.
You know what I mean?
They going crazy
Yo.
right now.
Like Will Smith.
The beat you hear in the background is brought to you by Sincere Beats. He
Always.
makes beats.
Holla at
Super
me.
producer.
You know what I mean? You can find a rap roundtable everywhere on social media. Lock in. You know, shout out to the good brothers at Dead End Hip Hop for having a song. We
Yes,
continue-
yes.
Salute the
Continuing to,
fellas.
you know, elevate within the space and make new friends along the way. Shout out to all the ethical podcasters.
Word.
Build.
That was a FIFO bar, by the way. I don't know
Yeah,
if
yeah.
that was before we got on the air, but that
Shout
was
out
a
to Fif.
that
Salute
that,
to
that meant
FIFO,
something to
man.
me. Ethical podcasters.
Yes,
I didn't have
yes.
to even ask him to say nothing. Like he apparently FIFO knew
He
what was
knew it,
going
right.
on.
There's only
He
a
rock
few of
with
us
us.
left, bro.
You know what I'm
rock
saying?
with
us.
So
Know the
shout
type of
out,
time.
They see it.
shout out to all the ethical podders out there.
Great
Everybody got
Fucking
their eye open, sees it.
Great build with
If you
these
don't see
dudes,
it, it's
man.
because your eyes closed.
Shout out to
Open
all
them
the
up.
friends we've come across on the socials who continue to support us behind the scenes, the collaborations as well. Because to be
Facts.
clear, the Dead End Hip Hop thing didn't just happen. That's been in the works for literally a year before.
That's a
Right.
fact.
Behind the scenes before we finally were able to connect the schedules. Even still, Sin couldn't make it. So we just had to
Real
go
shit.
incomplete for that one. Shout out to the company, man. I chopped it up with him the other day.
Just.
You might see us on another one of the four of us on a Culture United
Facts.
link up in the future. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to everybody. And we've shown y'all in the past when we need favors, we've gotten favors from people all over the map of America.
Love is love.
You know what I mean? Because nevertheless,
We are tonight's entertainment.
ain't nothing wrong with being entertainers, baby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
At all.
The point of the
Gotta
game is
entertain.
to entertain. At the
Right.
end of the day, entertain, inform. But we've always told y'all we are not experts.
Just some guys with
Imagine,
opinions.
imagine saying that as a derogatory term.
Ain't that crazy?
That's why you know what I mean.
Here we are.
We entertain. That's
And
our
that being
job.
said, I told you I had a question for y'all before we got into the pod.
That's
and
a
affair.
fact.
You know, very simple question. God told y'all we leaving the past in the past, but based on the amount of text messages I gotten from people who know what's going on, that were disappointed in me for even saying anything. I want to put that on record. They said, why did you even say anything? I was like, because I had to. You know what I mean? When a nigga make 80,000 videos about you, I'm exaggerating. It was 5 videos, and we let it go.
Yeah.
On the socials publicly, we said no. He decided to make that a thing as well. I was like, at a certain point, niggas got to say something, because it's like, yo, whatever, right? I didn't watch whatever video bro made because I don't have 38 minutes to this.
Same.
You know what I mean? I don't got 38 minutes to listen to niggas lie. Because at the end of the day,
And cry.
yeah. At the end of the day, one thing as a platform we've always done is tell y'all the truth. Some people choose to not believe us because when they like a person, just like Trump, when you like a nigga,
That's
you
it.
look past all the
That's
other
it.
bullshit.
Yeah.
You
Right.
like the nigga. And I understand that we all guilty of it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm a Kobe Bryant fan. Kobe got warts. I look past all them warts. That's my goal. You feel me? So I want
So-
y'all to understand, when you like a nigga, you're willing to look past some shit, right?
Even if it's bullshit.
Even if it's bullshit. And to the bullshit, I asked this question, right?
Mhm.
You know, there was an issue with me saying I don't rock with bro. I didn't use colorful language right now, but I use the F word. I'm trying not to curse as much because I'm noticing in the space that videos are now censoring themselves. Or like creators are censoring themselves. You can say shit, but the F word, I think, is getting flagged by YouTube. See, I just did it right there. It's messing with your money. I gotta censor that. You know what I mean? So I said, we don't F with bro, right? Bro, shout out Masito for letting me know that bro said he didn't know that we don't mess with bro. So I'm gonna ask the three of y'all a question, and the viewers and the hate watchers who are immediately gonna run in here and talk about bro in a celebratory fashion.
Right.
If you didn't know that we didn't rock with you, right? Why didn't you? Matter of fact, let me rephrase the question. If you wanted to collaborate with the Rap Round Table, would you make a bunch of videos hoping they got our attention, or would you just contact? If
Yo,
you,
it's so dead simple.
no, I'm saying,
Like-
but if for you to make that many videos, right, without not one time contacting us, and then go on and tell people you didn't know that we didn't rock with y'all, there's clearly a disconnect here. So I just want y'all to know, like, y'all saw us, like you know, the Angel Reach. I keep doing this to y'all. You know what I mean? If he didn't know that we didn't rock with him, why would he make so many videos and not one time contact
Reach
any of the four of us? It didn't even have to be me. He never did. Ask yourself that question. Maybe ask him.
The whole approach was so confrontational. You know, that's how you approach somebody or something that you have static with.
Right.
You know, you call them out publicly, right, in hopes that they will respond, that they'll be pressured enough to respond by the public, or you know, by the interaction. That's not how you interact with people that you have a good rapport with.
If it was a good faith situation, you wouldn't have made so many. So, Dini, I just for the sake of clarity, am I tripping it with this question? If you want to collaborate with somebody, would you make 5 videos in the hopes they respond? If you got their math,
Like, we've been in the mix already. You get what I'm saying? We were there. We pulled up. We did some. We've had interactions.
And they were here.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if
At
that
one
was the
point.
case, you would just reach out. What up, gang? I like the little verses you put out there. You know, let's see what the vibes is. Like, that's what you would do if you fucked with niggas, right or wrong. Like, even if you thought we was crazy for our clips take, you be like, let's put it to the test. I got Outkast, you got clips, let's do it. Like, what's the issue? You get what I'm saying?
if he says that he didn't know, but why wouldn't he reach out? Makes he ask you the same question. Am I tripping in this situation? If you want to collaborate with somebody, would you make a bunch of videos hoping it got their attention, or would you just hit them?
I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping at all.
And why wouldn't that person use my number?
Exactly. And the thing is, it almost, if I wasn't a witness to the situation myself, I would think you were asking a joke question, because it's so obvious, right? That if your true intentions were collaborative, and that don't mean, you know, ass kissing or whatever. If you truly believe, hey, I think you're tripping with your opinion, but we have a good rapport, so let me reach out. Obviously, the shit was broken. There was nothing going on because there was no reach out. There was just continuous videos. There was name calling on one side first.
Bro.
Like, let's be honest. When we were talking about the South shit, we were really aiming for our boy Tony, if you want to be honest. That's our Southern.
And we put Tony's name on it.
Right.
Shout out to Tony,
He
man.
talking to Tony, bro. That's who we really was trying to have the collaborative static with. You know what I mean? We weren't even thinking about that at all. So we were taken off guard. And I'm sorry, you can't judge. Jarv was just speaking about this, not about this situation, but Jarv was just speaking about the energy, is that you cannot like take the first shot and get mad when I pull out the Uzi, bro.
And then say entertainers versus journalists, bro.
Brother.
That's love. That's good
That's
vibes.
an insult.
The man made
Come
mad
on, bro.
videos.
Like,
The man made
Why is this a conversation?
Mad videos. It took somebody on Twitter tagging me, because even then you made these videos, you got on the socials, you didn't tag, you didn't reach out. It took an intermediary to reach out. I said no. Not see, I cursed again. God, not FOH, not whatever, nothing
Not
disrespectful.
SMD, not
No,
you know.
nothing. I said no. The man screenshot the shit and then posted it on YouTube. Like, gang, like
you
you
said
got good
no.
faith.
Just like you said when I originally said, "Hey, somebody come bring Java verses," you said no straight
Right
then.
on the air.
On air within the segment that you were originally judging. It was said right there. So it wasn't a no like F you. You know what I mean? It was a no, the same no you gave me when I said it.
So this whole idea that like it's a difference of opinions and we shouldn't let music and this and that. If it was just about music, why didn't he hit my line?
And I just want to jump in and say, in all facets of life, including these interactions, no is a complete sentence, full answer, full stop.
I'm good.
We don't need to explain ourselves to nobody, especially not homie.
And
You
then
know what I mean?
you screenshot it, you posted it. You know, shout out Mase again, because Mase is a masochist. I appreciate you for being who you are.
Yeah.
He's reading text messages sent or conversations we had, right? Which means you got my math. So when I said no, you could have texted me. You could have DM'd. Fun fact, when we did the Nas versus Jay-Z versus, he made the initial contact. He reached out via email. We had no contact with bro, so much so that the email went to the spam folder.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So there was no communication. But he reached out in good faith to do business.
We pulled up.
This time around, he never reached out. He never wanted to do good business. What you have right here, this kerfuffle, is what he wanted. We wasn't here thinking about these niggas or him. We here potting, looking up at a whole other algorithm of people that we've connected with and we're trying to build towards.
Real
We
humans.
not looking at these guys anymore. I'm annoyed that this is even a thing. Then you got people who are choosing sides, and I got a good, delicious mailbag entry. People choosing sides and unsubscribing because they want to believe this kid, and it's just like, bro, y'all getting lied to so bad, bro. It's really crazy. On an adult level, if you want to conduct business ethically, you reach out, especially when you got niggas' numbers. And for the record, he's reading text messages. I haven't sent this man a message since April 8th, 2024 was the last communication had with this kid. April 8th, it's almost 2 years. There's no zero communication. When Coop was leaving the show, he sent Ron, who's not following me on Instagram, to send me a rant. I didn't know who Ron was. The week Coop was leaving the show, Mike tried to intercept the shit and have Ron reach out to me that same week, bro.
Mm-hmm.
These are the weirdo things that take place. And I got all the messages. I'm just not messy. But it's just like y'all keep believing this guy and y'all keep trying to pull us down. And it's like, bro, the people, if you love that and you love him, like I said before, stay over there. We good. But the unsubscribing, the victim, whatever like energy he on, bro, it's not honorable. It's not even truthful. He's lying to y'all. You know? I know y'all don't like me. I understand that. But like, just use your brain.
Use your brain.
Angel Reese vibes.
If he ever wanted to do business and he still has old text messages, you know what I mean?
He ain't changed his number.
My number been the same since 2003.
I ain't changed
I'm
my
about to say, Jarv ain't changed his number in 20 years, bro.
Right.
Like,
We all got the same number.
That ass.
Yeah, not one point. If he would have reached out and I would have threw the Frank and disrespected him, he would have had every right to feel away.
Yeah.
But he never reached out. He played internet games with y'all.
Bad faith.
Bad faith. And then tried to play the victim vibe when we aired out what's been going on. We didn't even really talk about it. I ain't disrespected. I know I threw the Frank, but it's just like, bro, I threw the Frank. It's like, yo, go ahead, man.
And
God.
in all honesty, like out of all of us, I hope you don't mind me saying this, Mase, but you're the only psycho that watches everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You watch
Definitely are.
absolutely everything.
I value my time.
Most of us, we're so beyond that era and that stage. And as you said, like there's been no correspondence
We
in
didn't
like
even
2
know what
years.
was going on until a person on Twitter hit us,
So-
bro.
Don't let us know.
So, you know, for him to go through all these lengths to try to get our attention when he has our contact information, He has our IG. He has our Twitter. Wherever. Could have hit us anywhere. But instead, he decided to make mad content out of us and get, and not for nothing, I went and looked at the views. Like, that's the
Damn.
we're the stimulus package, apparently.
I mean,
because
the 38-minute video did all right.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn. Trey 8.
Like, you put our name in
the title.
In your title.
Right.
And the benefits, you're reaping the benefits.
You might search us
of
on
our
YouTube
name.
one day and that pop up.
You search our name, his video comes up and gets viewed.
It's crazy.
It's wild,
I can
bro.
understand if it was a situation
When in life, I'm sorry, but when in life have we ever put
never
Can't imagine.
the name in our title?
unless we was collaborating.
Unless we was collabing.
Never.
Right.
But on some, such and such said.
It's clear that the man is trying to drag us down, bro. Like, that's like, it was a straight up, the whole purpose of it was to sabotage, and the people who don't care for us, they believe people commenting, and they keep forgetting I could check your comment history.
We're not mentioning this to like keep like
right.
We just want to let y'all know, like, we see the fuckery, we see everything going on. We don't address everything, but sometimes because people can fall into the perception, we gotta let shit be known so y'all know what the fuck is going on.
Bro, all you had to do was again, either reach out if it was a good faith situation instead of making mad videos hoping we would see it, or just go up, move around.
It's so
report the news and say, we said this and we're
I don't
bugging,
want to get disrespectful, man, but it's so. It's
no need.
It's
We're
not
on
it's
good
not
time,
a
bro.
manly thing to do.
right.
We're on good time.
That's why I get so annoyed by it, because it's like we speak up and we say what's going on and we say FOH all of that, and then these people here act like we the bad guys.
It's
Right.
like when
we ain't been thinking about this kid.
It's like when your ex throw up mad stories
Bro,
on IG on vacation in the club, hoping like
Bro.
you see one of them
Talk about
and
it.
reach out.
come on, bro. The whole thing is so left field. We ain't been thinking about, bro. We been potting. We spend more time thinking about, like, your rap music news has been slow. What are we gonna pot about?
Facts.
We not even kicking the cosplayers backseat. Like, we left them guys alone too.
on good timing, bro.
And the thing is, again, if you wanted to collaborate in whatever it is, you could have hit me up, but you knew you couldn't hit me up because you know what it was. You lied to the people, said you don't know. Tell them why you never hit my line if that was the case. You act like you know us. Oh, you talk about you surprised at this guy and that guy and that guy. Yo, newsflash, pal. All four. It ain't
We're
just
all
me.
in accordance, bro.
None of us rock with you, bro.
Said that.
You've never had a personal conversation with any of these men. You've never, only person could say he broke bread was cool.
Salute.
You never broke bread. You never had a personal conversation. You never had anything with anyone, bro, besides me.
Right.
So this construct that you building, like you trying to like villainize me, and then you got people saying Jarv needs to be kicked off the show and all this and that. Like, you don't know these guys.
Wow.
You've never spoken to these guys. None of them rock with you, because when we sit down and we all see, remember that when Coop came on the show, when y'all kept changing your days to try to chase us off days, it was Dini who asked Coop, yo, why I keep doing that? It wasn't me. Dini had to ask him, because it got to a point we started recording on one day, y'all moved y'all day. Record one day, y'all moved y'all. Every day we move to, y'all move to. It's been weird shit the whole time, bro.
Wednesdays,
That was an
Tuesdays,
error, too.
Mondays, like
Sin said something on the pod. You got on the show and lied about what Sin said on the show for clicks. Coop said that we don't talk about ladies. We had to drop a whole montage of the times that
Classic.
we talked about ladies in hip hop.
Classic.
What are we talking about? Y'all been doing this weird shit and misconstruing and misrepresenting us for mad long, and every time we say something, it's, oh, we're the bad guys. Nah, gang.
those rambunctious New
And-
Yorkers.
Again,
Like,
April 8th,
sick of that shit, bro.
2024, the last conversation. Coop left the show, you sent Ron to try to connect with me because you knew Coop was coming on my show to blow it up. Why were you trying to get in front of Coop blowing it up? What were you afraid of what he was saying? Do you remember Coop said he was a weasel? Essentially, what I'm saying is he's a weasel as well. You got two people independent who are not friends. Me and Coop and I are not friends. We don't break bread. We had one drink together in New York after the Nas show.
Absolutely.
All of us. The one time we broke bread as a unit, him and his mans. Right? I don't talk to Coop on a rag, but Coop independently has called you a weasel. I independently called you a weasel. My brothers think you're a weasel, but somehow we're the dickheads.
And the thing
A
is
lot of
this,
weaseling.
I'm glad you said that you're the person that he was in contact with. Now, the narrative that's trying to be painted about my brother is that he's some sort of, asshole, essentially, that hates everybody. Listen, Jaw spoke about the 2 platforms that we've crossed, and we no longer have collaborative energy with. But when you talk about Tony the Dome, you talk about Low Key, you talk about there's 100 places that we collaborate with.
Company
has
Man,
had to
Dead End Hip Hop.
This is what I'm saying. Jaw is the one reaching out to these people,
A lot of good
folks.
people, bro.
Anybody you ever seen us collaborate with,
connected.
have a good relationship with, it's from Jaw reaching out.
Jarvie Kirkland.
Rappers and other platforms.
It's not
so don't
me.
try to act like my
I'll leave
man
the
is
studio.
some sort of anti-social weirdo. Like, nah, he's the one that reaches out continuously to people, that shows love, that posts their shit, that will go on their shit to make their shit hot in order so that the Rap Roundtable can have some sort of motion with that person.
Salute
So
Jarvie.
let's stop with the narratives. First of all, there's one person that's anti-social and barely puts out videos and doesn't collaborate with anybody, and it's not my bro.
I assure you, it's not me connecting no dots. I leave here, I get off the mic, I go to my cave, I hibernate, especially in the winter. I don't talk to people. I don't. I'm not a talker.
This shit is exhausting.
Company Man
Unless
had
I'm here.
Job's number from 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Salute.
2010, nigga. Had my math. He told the story on the pod. He was like, I had this number saved. I'm like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
Bro.
Anyway, I ain't talking about bro no more. You know what I'm saying? I just needed to make that clear. Like, y'all here unsubscribing and doing all this and drinking the Kool-Aid when this man is lying to y'all. Just ask yourself a couple of words. Y'all all in the working space. Y'all all professional adults. Ask yourself or ask him why at no point did he, if you really wanted to do business, if it was just about music and not whatever else he was saying, why didn't he just reach out? If he didn't know that we didn't rock with him over here, why didn't he just reach out? Ask him why Ron is contacting me, but he's not contacting me. Ask him. We potted that Monday and I said what I need to say. Ask him why Ron reached out that Monday evening. Why is intermediaries? Why can't he speak to me as a man? Why is he in front of the camera lying? Ask him before you just believe him because you think he's a more likable guy than me. That's all. Anyway, what are we listening to right now?
And Jov, you mentioned unsubscribes. Shouts to the new subs that are here new.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Shouts to y'all,
Right.
man. You know what I mean? Y'all might have just seen us on Dead End Hip Hop.
Fact.
Y'all just got a little bit of the motion, but this is what we do.
You know what I mean? They keep trying to cut our legs off. 2023 was sabotaged.
Impossible.
Keep
And we-
rolling.
I need to pace
We
myself.
are Groot.
I'm already in my second cup.
Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Long
And
gonna
you
be
took a
crazy.
I need to
Sit on
relax.
Thomas.
Long gonna be.
Sabotage.
I'm not
we-
gonna make it to the lawn.
We elevate. It's God working in mysterious ways. You got people trying to like drag us down, and then at the same time of the drag down, Ken from Dead End Hip Hop follows.
Salute.
He was already contacting the main page, but Ken followed, and then the next day the reach out happened.
Shout out to Rod.
The
too.
same time, facts. The same time that bro was out here spewing lies, we behind the scenes putting the schedule together.
See how it was written?
With a legendary platform. Shout out
Facts.
to Dead End Hip
What
Hop.
and a
They've been
beautiful
putting in
build.
work. They've been putting in work.
New York, Atlanta.
A lot of
shit,
niggas
bro.
want to be like
In a
them, but
beautiful light.
it's
You know
one
what I'm
Dead
saying?
End Hip Hop. Shouts to y'all.
We connect with artist managers. They sending us opportunities to connect and build and elevate. It can't be us being assholes if we keep making friends.
We the good dudes. They think everybody else is. No funny shit.
Hey, look.
They don't like it when
Another
you
question.
call- when
Ask
you say-
yourself why this lineup and their lineup been consistent.
For
Hey,
Meanwhile- Meanwhile-
For years.
He did take a shot already.
You
You know
heard?
what I mean?
It's better to
Yo, long time.
That's
You know,
what I'm saying.
sin,
It's
gun
better to
don't play.
believe that you think we're the assholes or I'm the asshole as opposed to the funny shit that's happening literally
In
right
your
in
face.
front of your face.
Just watch it.
Niggas with about 30K subscribers say, oh, leave those guys alone. They're working hard. Why y'all letting niggas play in your face?
You know how many times they had to put that debit number into that New Delhi website?
Mad times.
Working hard, man. You know what I mean? They don't keep your
But you
information.
know what's
Confirmed,
funny?
by the way, not speculation. Confirmed.
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 This is definitely.
You know what's funny? If we would do that, they would kill us.
Got back soon.
We would kill us.
Anyway.
Bank was probably reaching out to make sure. You sure?
Fraud
Again?
alerts, bro.
Again?
Shout out to New Delhi, man. We love y'all over there.
This a fraud charge,
Yeah.
man? What the fuck?
Ah,
Good-
Mr.
good
Bird.
folks.
This is you.
Shout out to the homie from New Delhi.
Hey, shout out to all you from New Delhi.
That's
yo.
The, the
Shouts to
irony,
him.
the
He got a
irony,
YouTube
they are.
channel himself that I
Word.
subscribe to.
Shout
You know
out.
what I mean? The Indian Celtics show.
Salute
I have to pull
Indian
up on that.
Celtics.
Yo,
Much love.
the irony of the fraud alert.
Yo,
You
George
know what?
pushed the button on it.
And I hate to do that to
Nah,
our
see?
subscribers who don't know who the we talking about, completely unaware. We just need to do housekeeping for
Right.
the people who stuck around, the real supporters who know
We've
what's
been here a
going
while.
on.
Right.
We know
But Sid,
the
what are you listening
intricate
to right now?
ins and
Oh
outs.
man,
Let's hear it.
what do I get into first? Because I've been in like 2 different bags recently. Every now and then, you know, I start going back in time, and I have this playlist of that I call like forgotten '90s gems. You know, and I was actually just on Twitter today. I tweeted how somebody had posted the Artifacts, Wrong Side of the Tracks, one of my
Go back.
favorite songs of that era and of all time, honestly. And so I have this playlist where it's just like you won't find no Nas, Biggie, Jay-Z, Wu-Tang, Gang Starr, DMX. You won't find none of that. It's all 90s shit that's like kind of more obscure. Like if you're us of the ilk, it's not obscure. Like you remember that shit. But like there's definitely artists and songs, like these incredible songs, beautiful songs, fire songs that have kind of been forgotten in time, you know? And so I have this playlist, and so I've been going back to that because every now and then I'm just like, all right, man, like, you know, listening to Nas, listening to, you know, Kendrick, listening to, you know, all the popular stuff, even, you know, the modern underground stuff, you know, listening to Rome, listening to Ransom. You know, every now and then I'm like, you know what? Let me go back to some of that forgotten stuff, you know? So shit like the Artifacts that I just mentioned already. Mike Geronimo, you know, he had a little era back then. He had joints with Jay and DMX, bunch of people.
Salute.
You know, Bush Babies. They had some songs back in the day that I was fucking with. Channel Live, Mad Ism with KRS-One. Always gonna be in my rotation when I get in that bag. Curious. I don't know how many of y'all remember Curious. He lived around my block actually. You know, Puerto Rican dude. That first album, I think it was called I'm Curious. Or was it called? No, it was called Constipated Monkey. Yeah. That was a fire album.
What a title.
Remember?
What a title.
Remember the little dudes that was down with Eric Sermon, Illegal.
Yeah, I do remember them.
They had a couple joints that was fucking with.
Curious.
So yeah, so that's the kind of bag I've been in recently, going back to the '90s, but like not the popular shit, not the classic shit. Not to say that this isn't classic, but just, you know, the kind of, you know, forgotten hot joints that used to play back then. The other bag that I've been into is crate digging, because I've been back on my producing shit. Sometimes, you know, I take a break or I'm just not like, you know, in that zone. You know, I'm not really like, you know, what's the word? Anyway, sometimes I'm not in the zone. But I've definitely been back in the zone. I've definitely, you know, getting back into my, you know, crate digging, looping, chopping, flipping. You know, definitely sending beats out there. You know, Coach, if you're watching, you know, keep an eye on your texts. I'm gonna be sending mad beats. Ransom, if you're watching, keep an eye on your email. I'm gonna be sending mad beats. So I've been in that bag as well, listening to like a lot of Aretha Franklin, David Axelrod, Donny Hathaway,
So you cooking.
Bob
you on your
James,
shit.
Yuji Ono. You know, if you know about that Japanese.
You travel uptown to the coffee shop to get that old feeling.
Nah, well, you know, it's funny. Ever since I moved, I have not found a place that gives me that same vibe from where I used to go to like really, really zone in. But yeah, those are the 2 bags that I've been in. Yeah.
You probably got to migrate over to what is it? Like deep in Alphaville City. You got a couple spots over there.
Yeah, but it's winter. I'm not trying to walk too far. I hate this season with a passion.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're not a winter.
I am not a winter guy at all.
Ice cold.
That's right. D need a balance. What are you listening to?
I've been all over the place, man. I've been listening to that ASAP a little bit here and there. I've been listening to that Max B and French. It's growing on me. You know, there's some joints on there. Tap in. I've been dipping into the Latin bag with the Cesaria Evora. I don't know if anybody's up on her, but she's like, I think it's Portuguese music, but the vocals is like
Say that again?
Cesaria Evora, I think her name is.
How did you end up over there?
My lady.
Oh,
Yeah, she's interest building.
I thought you was just high. Really.
Nah.
You know
You
what I mean?
gotta open up the palette and listen to different types of music.
Of course.
Like Shorty,
I'm not opening up no palette.
Yo.
See, you got me cursed. I'm trying not to curse.
and listen to
Sounds pretty
different
monkey.
types of
That's a fire name.
crazy title. I thought Shorty's name was known, but it's actually K1. Like I think that's the joint that's with what's the bad joint's name? You know who I'm talking about. They got I don't want to do bad potting. That was
There's a lot of
the
bad
one with the
joints.
tattoos. Damn, beautiful girl. Because Kaylani.
Oh,
Kaylani. You know, I think they're together as a couple, but her name is K1. I thought it was known. But she got the joint Do What I Say. She got the back of the club joint.
Yeah.
Oh my
the baby's
God.
baby mom?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't. Oh yeah. Her. But the singer I'm talking about is the girl she's dealing with.
Oh, she's a lesbian now.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Yeah. Talented
2026,
artist, really fire, like makes great, dope.
Should put
Like
that on the shirt. Oh, she's a lesbian. Did you get canceled for that? Is that cancelable?
I don't think so.
a smidgen of cancellation, perhaps. Yeah, but like
And put a
dope
picture
artist.
of George Costanza on it.
There she goes. Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tap into her.
And
Like,
women love.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna relax. She ain't really in the league for real yet. That's all I'm gonna say.
talented though.
Yes.
Shorty's dope, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I've been spinning back, listening to the shits I love. You know, I've been spinning back to the clips. I've been spinning back to the Freddie. Shout out to Nick Costello from Philly. Been spinning that. Yeah. I've been tapped in with the streets, man. I've been all over the place.
I respect that.
Yeah.
You need a balance. What you got, Masito? What you got, man?
I feel like me and Dini was just talking about this because for modern, I have the same exact as Dini. I'm in Harlem
lesbian?
with. No. For modern music. For modern music.
Okay.
Joe's trying to get his canceled today.
The new shirt. Oh, you have a lesbian?
Yeah, word.
But I've been in Harlem with the new music recently, and I seen why Dini went past it so quick because that "Don't Be Dumb" is pretty mid. You know what I mean?
Ouch.
You notice he didn't say nothing about that, just that he listened to it.
OVO Mace waving the flag.
Rakim
free
talking
smoke.
shit again. That "Don't Be Dumb" is
Rakim
midi.
really did get punched the hardest on that song.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, when people say, think about
That's
it. When people
Frenya.
say, yo, niggas don't give Family Matters enough credit, they talking about ASAP Rocky
Yo,
did, bro. Like,
word.
that's
Damn.
what they talking about. They be like, yo, he actually was going on there. They talking about ASAP Rocky.
Beat up Rocky.
Rakim.
Rakim.
But on the opposite end, because we
How much
kind
did it
of,
make a difference, though?
Here you go.
Yeah.
Don't
Yo,
say nothing
I'm
about
just saying-
Drake around shit.
I'm just saying, how much did it make a
Good about
difference?
Drake around shit,
don't
bro.
do it, bro. Don't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Married to Drake's dream woman.
Not, you know
Come
what?
on, man.
Really, he could never say nothing to Rakim because we got visual evidence of
Yo.
him trying to kiss Riri on stages, and Riri
Pull
was
back.
Floyd Mayweather in her prime, shoulder rolling him. Meanwhile, Rakim be cupping the yeeks, kissing down, and she in love with him in a way that she was never in love with
Babies
him.
on babies on
sure.
babies.
For sure. He still got body, though. But, I have been, I'm actually starting to think better about the Max B French. And I don't know if it's because of the interviews they doing, the most two entertaining characters in New York right now.
Dog.
You know what I mean?
As long as they don't launch a podcast.
Yo, Dean said the same thing before Job got here. Like, that might be the competition we
Shit.
don't need, all right?
Damn
That's
it,
the
man.
the two guys that don't need to start a podcast.
Oh,
We're
God.
finished. You know what I mean?
We might be cooked out here, you know what I mean? So salute to them because I'm starting to feel the New York of the album. I'm starting to see, like, you know what? Fuck, the pressure. Everybody's hating on Max right now. I said it, Job. Sorry.
You gotta have
Uh-oh.
a switch on the pod. You know what I mean? Put it right there.
F that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm starting to feel the album on the classic mode. I've officially decided that Reasonable is my favorite Jay album.
Wait, what was it before that?
Blueprint.
Okay,
Yeah, Blueprint.
Considering your entry to the league.
Yeah, that's my Jay-Z. That's the first Jay-Z album I listened to all the way through. But Reasonable, bro. Like,
Yeah, man.
Powerful. Bro, that's a whole other world, bro.
That's a whole other world, man. Like I've listened to that album in 2012 and 2016, like modern times. It sounded like it just came out yesterday, bro.
Endless portables.
Just a flawless, perfect album, man. Like Reasonable, and it's the weather for Reasonable right now. You feel what I'm saying? Joff had Feeling It last time as the perfect rap song, so I listened to that, but I couldn't turn off the album, bro. You know what I mean? Like Reasonable.
It's just where it's located on the album.
Right.
It's how the album starts and then the feeling it just shows up. It feels like you watching a movie like The Godfather. Like, all right, we doing all the street shit in Vegas and we got to go to Miami or Cuba, pardon me, to go have that big meeting and whatnot. Then feeling it just comes on. You know what I mean?
And just so crazy because of all the classic debut albums of that time. The artists sounded young, right? They sounded like kids. Jay-Z sounded like a grown-ass man on Reasonable, bro. Like, to this day, he sound like somebody that knows more than you. You know what I'm saying?
I just seen a tweet today because somebody had tweeted about what's your imaginary players, right?
My second favorite Jay-Z.
And how I always thought it was your number one favorite. But how disgusted he sounded with other rappers.
Right.
And I think that's the thing that's always been a common thread in Jay, even since Reasonable Doubt.
To this day.
Like, he's just disgusted. Like, you're on the corner.
That's what Pusha T adopted from him.
You're on the corner with, like, regular gold. And it's only, like, 14 carats.
Don't
not
Rolex
18.
diamonds, bro.
Like,
You done to that.
bro.
Right.
He always sounded so disgusted
And
with the
then you
rest
hear
of the rappers.
various stories
rap game.
of people with Jay, rich people that Jay made fun of.
Yeah, bro.
Then you go back to
Exhibit
Imaginary
story.
Players, like, damn.
You see what
Imaginary, for the record, it was my favorite song, but as I've gotten older, I've appreciated What More Can I Say a lot more. I love What
That's
More
a
Can-
perfect rap song.
I love that, yeah.
That's a 5.
I love that song.
5.
Like,
yeah.
that is the perfect, like, retirement song. Like, you announce a retirement, and then you drop that, and then you got the sample, the beat, Hove at his absolute apex. Like, that's...
Imaginary and What More Can I Say are the two songs that somebody says describe Jay-Z. You play that.
Yeah.
You play those songs.
Tough.
You play those songs.
I always thought, I know I'm not the only one. But one more can I say at the end of the Black album?
Should have been there.
Bro.
He dropped the headphones just to...
That's Jordan's
I
last
don't
shot.
understand why that song is
That's
so
it.
early in the album when it should have ended the album.
Should have ended that album.
Because he knew he wasn't gonna stop rapping.
That's it.
Lying ass.
That's it. That's it.
There you have it. I told you I mentioned this on the pod a while ago. To me, the retirement, quote unquote, was the worst thing that happened in New York. That's what I blame him more than anybody. So I'm not blaming Ebro and 50 Cent. I'm blaming Jay-Z's non-retirement.
Bad time.
I'm blaming the Rockefeller split. If we just keep things moving into 2004,
Been
05, the South still does what it does, but at least you still have Rockefeller.
You got that.
You still got Nas.
That
you still
empire.
Right. You still got, like, at least you still got, quote, the 5 families.
Right.
Nevertheless.
Contingent. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe the city not popping like that. The South still eats, but you still have the 5 families in New York doing their thing to where you can never really talk too crazy about the city.
It's like how TDE, no matter if the West Coast is moving or not, that's the
Still
established
got
brand.
the established
You know?
brand.
That's
Yes,
it.
Right.
Mace.
That's the Rockefeller.
Yes.
That was it. That was it.
We lost that. You
We
know
did.
what I mean?
We did. Just to wrap it up on the classic mode, I'm also, for the first time ever, I listened to Cool G rap the Giancana story. Because my life came up in the shuffle. I had that already downloaded. All my life. That random
Yeah.
G-Funk song that Cool G rap dropped. I was like, what the fuck was this Cool G rap dropping a G-Funk hook in 2002?
Hey.
Like, I wasn't old enough, so I don't fucking know what was going on. But
Legendary.
obviously G-Rap as hard as it gets when it comes to the rapping. Like, I spoke about Pun last week. G-Rap is Pun's father, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
MC-wise. Like, so...
It's unfortunate that G-Rap didn't have, like, the resources to have access to those producers.
Man.
Because he's another one of those guys that's still very sharp. Could you imagine if he had the access to the elite producers?
Yeah.
Come on.
You know what I mean?
Come on. Just
I was gonna say something similar. Like if he had like a good A&R, a good manager, or a good something, Some to steer you, executive producer to steer you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because when the story of hip hop is told to us, and I say us as me and the kids to all the way on to the kids nowadays, you know, when they give you that 80s chapter, it's KRS, is Run DMC, it's Rakim, you know what I mean? It's Kane, a little bit of Kane, you know what I mean? They don't go to G-Rap, who bar for bar might have been the best that was doing it. Like, you know what I mean? Not listen, Rakim is Rakim, but on a bar, on
And
just
it's-
straight bars?
And I mean, I'm gonna be honest, because I wasn't there. I wasn't outside. I wasn't tapped in at that time in that era. But like looking back on it, it's very murky who really introduced that multi-syllable style first.
Right.
Rakim gets every
All
last
the
bit of
credit.
credit, but G-Rap was right there
Right
in the
there.
same years.
Juice Crew, like,
So
before he was even solo,
really
him and DJ
introduced that?
Polo, like, so
mm,
good point. So I listened, it was nice hearing that for the first time. You know, I feel like 4, 5, 6, the album with the Nas joint on there,
Nice.
that's the album that
Yeah.
everybody tells
Yeah.
us to listen to. The Wanted Dead or Alive from the 80s with him and DJ Polo. Obviously, you heard that if you a hip hop fan, but I
Yeah.
never had heard this one, so I was happy to actually give this a listen.
Salute,
So
Mace.
salute to G.
Shout out Mase for digging in the crates.
Yeah.
Dealing with the abstract, sending the crates. You know, again, music pod over here, not a gossip pod. You know what I mean? We love the music. Speaking of the music, shout out to the homie Fresh Daily. He was on here a couple weeks ago.
Salute. Fresh.
Aux Chord Arson. This is a direct-to-consumer release. You can't find it on the DSPs, but I got a link if you're interested. It's on Bandcamp. He dropped this tape and he did it in a way that's very, you know, sometimes people chase nostalgia in a very generic way. A couple of beats, it sounds like the 90s, or your flow sounds like the 90s, whatever. What he did with Aux Chord Arson, say that 3 times fast. You know what I mean? Oh my God. Walt, hey!
Cooking.
Whoa.
Cooking.
From downtown. You know what I mean? He found a way to basically give you a digital release that sounds like it's on a cassette tape. It's mixed to sound like a cassette tape. It's not. It doesn't have any modern sound to it at all. Very like you can't skip. Go from track to track. It's on one. It's one track.
Oh, it's one track.
Side
Wow.
A.
Just-
So
okay.
essentially, it's a tape. You gotta
Nice.
fast forward and
That's
rewind.
That's hard.
You know what I mean? You got Skyzoo on there, Rome Streets on there, the homie Thrills is
Oh,
on there.
say less.
The God Fahim is on there, Ian Kelly's on there, the name
Salute.
people that you're very familiar with. He got a couple of his homies on there as well. I love the Sonics now. I would say he landed, if this is a 90s aesthetic tape, he landed somewhere between 95 and 96 with the beat selection. 94 through 96. Not 97, because that's when the gloss on tape. Became a different world by 96. But like the hard beats that had some kind of like vibe to it, some kind of pizzazz and depth. It wasn't just like he ain't go full boot camp, he ain't go full gloss. He's like he's more like, from what I heard and what I appreciated, like mid-90s Tribe. That's what I could guess with the Sonics. He's not, and he's very, it's his tape. You know, you hear him talk, and I would say I'd love to talk to Fresh again because I want to have more rap conversations with Fresh.
Yeah.
We didn't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
This guy, if you're not familiar with Fresh Daily, super nice. This is not an ad, by the way.
Facts.
I hit him up personally. Again, you know, I'm this dickhead, but I make relationships with everybody. Almost every artist that's been on this show, I got a relationship with. I don't know. I must be doing something right.
Ethical dickhead.
You know, ethical. Right. I hit Fresh. I said, Fresh, whatever you got going on, let me know so that I could be in the loop with you. So I at least promote it on the pod.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he sent me this shit, and I forgot about it. I ain't gonna lie. And he hit me. He said, "Did you listen to the tape?" I'm like, "Oh, shit. I mean, trying to juggle a few things. I didn't remember. Then I played it. I'm like, yeah, I'm mad. I forgot. Aux Chord Arson. Straight bars, lyrical assassinations, 90s aesthetic, 90s sonics, 90s mix. Hard. Like, it sounds hollow. It got that real, there's no depth of vocality at all.
It sounds like an old school joint.
Bro,
Yeah.
in every way possible, he found the way to do nostalgia in a way that's just like, yeah, I like this.
You got that crackle and hiss on it.
Damn
Like,
near, bro.
okay.
Damn near. I'm not even bullshitting you. Again, if you want the link in the chat, let me know. I'll throw it right in the chat, or I'll put it I'll pin it at the top of the chat so y'all can tap in. No, as you can hear by the people who's on the tape, lyrically there's no misses. The beats is no misses. It's a side A and a side B, and it's free, nigga. You know what I mean? You can donate, and I would suggest that you do. Like, don't be cheap about it. Throw a little $5 on that, because he's giving you a free tape. But when you go to download it, there's an option to donate. Throw a little 5 pieces his way. You know what I mean? He's gonna have some merch coming out where he's gonna put out the actual tape of the project. So if you still have a tape deck, or you near a tape deck somehow, some way, you can order the tape instead of getting vinyl. Get the tape, because it's meant to be a tape essentially. Log in with Fresh Daily. This tape is so hard, bro. You know what? I haven't heard him in a minute. I'm like, this guy, he undersells how good he is.
Nah, Fresh is a problem.
This guy is dexterous.
Yeah.
Bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then
Flows too,
bro. And again, when you think about when you have the guy Fahim on there, you got Rome Streets on there, Skyzoo on there, you got Killers on there.
Rappers.
You know, so that's what I've been listening to hard. Okay? Tap in.
Salute to Fresh
You know,
Daily,
we try our best
The
to make
homie.
sure we have some of the best on here. Shout out to the homie Fergie Baby. He's been on the show. He linked up with Low Key. Shout out Low.
Yeah.
Doing an interview over there.
Fergie.
Love to see it.
Fergie's on the ascent. Like, I think
Love to
2026
see
is
it.
gonna be a big year for Fergie. I think Rome Street's got a tape that just dropped. You know what I mean? Shout out to all these guys that's working. Of course, the homie G's. If you ain't tapping to that new G's yet, you playing.
Yes.
Make sure you lock into these guys. Again, when you look at our rogues gallery of guests, nothing but illustrious guests, nothing but
Real-
nice niggas,
real
nothing but
rap
guys.
shit.
Real rap shit.
Real rap shit.
And
man.
entertainment.
And
Culture.
Real
we
rap
do a
shit.
good job of interviewing, so we must be journalists. Again,
Yeah.
you know, I got a whole master's degree for this shit. Like, I actually work in media. So, who's the actual journalist?
You know?
here?
Yeah.
You know,
Yo,
I
this
mean,
shit.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you
yo,
said it,
you-
bro.
you-
Like,
you
let
should-
niggas
You
know.
should have led with that.
right?
Nigga.
You burning the lead, bro.
Top rope.
I mean,
That ass.
Nigga, you should have brought that fucking degree in.
Mama out.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
I don't like waving the piece of paper around. Niggas graduated with
Hey,
honors
man.
over here. You know, literally.
Hey,
like, you know what I'm
man.
saying?
Shit.
I work in media. So,
Masters.
in case you forgot, there's only one actual journalist
Jo-
in this bitch.
Job
heard?
has casually sent me random interviews with Nick Legends. Like, check
You
this
heard?
out. I'm
Like,
like, what
Yeah,
the?
oh, yeah.
What the F?
Shout out Allen Houston.
You know what I'm
I mean?
saying? Like,
Word. Shout out Doc Gooden. You know what I
You know?
mean? I've done
Facts.
okay out here.
You
know?
cooking, brother?
I've done okay. All right.
Shout out to the Post.
You might hear me on your radio station nationwide or locally. I've
Yeah.
done it all. But
You
My
might.
boys out here cooking,
Might.
man.
giving features out to radio producers and being the best look on their Instagram and YouTube
Word.
and all that.
Talk about it.
Entertaining. I'm black and I'm entertaining. You know? You know? Shit me.
Comedy.
So,
Here we are now,
you know,
entertainers.
shit. We do a hell of a job of that too.
Pretty good.
You know what I mean? Niggas want to press play and sit for 2 hours. You gotta entertain them.
You dig?
Right. Not everybody's a lunatic like me, all right?
League's a league and hate watches. Man, see,
That's
Yeah.
it, man. That's it. That's it.
Veteran.
Nah, but
That's
you
a
right.
fact.
He got us and me really f***ed up when it
Oh,
comes to this
shit.
shit. You know what I mean? We really do this. You know what I mean? I'm hitting niggas up about cameras and talking to saying like, yo, we gotta change this up and do that. You know what I mean?
Levels.
Come on, man. Anyway, I swear I wasn't gonna go back.
Hey,
It's just like,
hey.
I thought about it, like, bro, like the
How
misrepresentation is nasty.
How
You know what I
dare
mean?
It is.
Niggas literally work too hard for our name to have somebody play with it. You know what I mean? Our name is our
My
name.
name. Shout out to Marlo, man.
Sorry to tell you though, we letting you go.
All right. It's been a good run, guys.
King
know.
Charles off the
Out of here. Y'all got what y'all wanted.
Imagine.
Oh, shit.
Yo,
Oh, my
bro.
God.
Then bro gonna hit him up like, yo, I heard you a free agent.
That's really what they want.
That's really it.
I
Yo.
get this shit lit right now.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's
Debo.
talk about it.
Anyway, because matter of fact, the fall off is on the way.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
This Walt.
Ah, damn it.
Walt.
It's too early, Walt.
Damn.
Folds.
man.
Cook the Walt.
Damn,
Fall
Walt.
off on the way.
From the top rope, Walt.
So far, I've been pleased with what I've heard. Sincere the Rap Snob has been pleased. But we didn't, you know what I mean? We heard from you guys on Monday.
Yeah.
But the initial release, Sin and I did the reaction. We liked what we heard. Sin.
Great work.
But Sin says, and I also agree that he has some business he needs to close. The J. Cole fans disagree. We don't give a damn. You know what I mean? you gotta, Port Antonio's not enough. You gotta address it in its totality. You gotta lay the whole thing out. I don't care how much you disagree. More on that in the mailbag. I don't care how much you disagree. You gotta address it. But nevertheless, there's been rumors and innuendo about who might be the features on this album. Is that Hov might be on there? It's been comments that Drake won't be on there. There's been some suggestions that Kendrick might be on there. So I lead with this now. Since it raps now, what would your thoughts be if Kendrick Lamar landed on the fall?
Man, listen. Don't ask me some dumbass shit like that.
Hey, that's what the rumors are.
I know, I understand, but like,
No fall off. It's right behind us.
I don't want to see that. Nobody would.
You don't want to see that?
I don't want to see that. Well, I was about to say nobody wants to see that, but there's a good segment of people that would love to see
that would
that.
be an
individual.
box office event.
I don't know. I mean, if it happens, obviously I'm going to listen. But for the sake of keeping the culture as I know it alive, I don't want to see that. Like,
What?
I'm just saying, like,
Damn, son.
I don't like,
bro. That's
because
crazy,
for me, Kendrick drew a line in the sand.
Wow.
He said the big three is just big me. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
They could make it, like, if Jay and Nas can make up, these two can make up.
Can't change their mind.
They could change their mind. But this soon? Nah, it's too soon.
2 years.
Nah, it's too soon. It's too soon. I can see it like down the line. Give it another 2 years at least. You know what I mean? How long was it before Nas and Jay linked up on stage together?
05 is
05.
Shit, yeah.
So I was
About 4
good
years.
I
4
declare
years.
war.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they was beefing for long before it got on wax.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
So give it another 2 years. It's too soon right now. I think they're both very much in their own zone right now. I think Kendrick's whatever 5-year plan that he has going on is still in the works. I think that needs to be fulfilled. With J. Cole, the fall off is 10 years in the making. He has his vision. I think that needs to be fulfilled. I don't see those two visions crossing over just yet. Not at the moment. Again, maybe in a couple years, but right now, I don't want to see it. Let them do what they do separately.
Interesting.
Damien, what are your thoughts on the potential of J. Cole having a feature on?
I think it's exciting. I think there's a
Some
lot of
positivity here.
Wait,
things.
fuck's
a
sake.
feature or like specifically a Kendrick feature?
Kendrick
being on the album.
Oh, okay.
On the album.
Okay.
I think it's exciting. I low-key feel like the only one who can get J. Cole out of this is Kendrick. Like, let's say they get therapeutic on the
Kendrick
record.
is not his savior.
But he can be. All right.
Man, what's happening here?
Foreshadowing.
Wow.
Now check it out.
We're gonna talk about saviors.
Let's say
That's
they
crazy.
do a record and let's say Cole somehow cooks Kenny, Another conversation can be had. Let's say Kendrick
It's not
says,
happening, but okay.
hey, it's just, I'm just throwing shit out there. Let's say for whatever reason, Kendrick is in his therapeutic, I've healed phase. And he just goes, you know what? What if Kendrick says on record, y'all might have been a little too hard on this dude? He followed his heart. I'm just think about it. If any nigga
I'd
would
rather
be-
not
Stop
think about
being
it,
mean
bro.
to my little brother.
if any,
I don't think that helps J. Cole at all, bro.
it don't.
Leave
But
Cole
what I'm saying is
alone.
these are options that we would get. These are options that we would
Sound
get.
like Lil Man and Baby Boy.
Yo,
Stop
man.
it.
Look,
Don't kick
my
my
mommy
your
alone.
foot, nigga.
this is this is why I don't. This is no.
Yo, I'm just
Deanie,
throwing it out
Deanie,
there.
no, Deanie's giving examples of exactly why I don't want to see this happen.
I'm
Because
just-
any way I see this unfold, Cole is gonna look like a bitch.
I'm not saying you're wrong about that. But what if somehow Kendrick just flows into like Kendrick's whole shit is about following your heart, right? And in this situation, unfortunately, J. Cole followed his heart, right?
Right.
What if somehow they rap that? Or what if we're just bugging out
I don't-
and they both just dropped two
it's-
great rap verses? There's options there.
I know some kumbaya
I'm
shit.
not.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not.
Because
I'm
look,
just saying this.
I don't think Kendrick's thing is follow your heart thing. I think Kendrick's thing is your heart. Your heart should be in the right place. You know what I mean? And if your heart is in the wrong place, you gotta fix that shit.
What if getting him on the album is the fix though? That's what I'm saying. Like in terms of music, I know it's not the ideal situation for you, but there are millions of people who would want to hear that record though. You get what I'm saying?
No, I'm aware.
And there's ways to
casual.
Okay, I think some hip hop heads want to hear it too. Yeah. And there is a way somehow to format it where J. Cole don't come off looking like an asshole. And I think that somehow for Kendrick to kind of champion him in the record in some way. You might not have to say he's advanced or he developed some new way of seeing the light. He just might be like, yo, like, I respect the nigga for doing what he felt he needed to do in that way. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, if Kendrick said that,
not after Kendrick has said everything he said,
but he don't like
up
Drake
till now.
I don't think he don't like J. Cole. I think he don't like Drake, and J. Cole just wound up being an innocent or a guilty bystander in the war of it all. You get what I'm saying?
I don't. The same way Kendrick doesn't respect Drake, I don't think it's to the same extent, but I don't think Kendrick will respect Cole either enough to jump on a record with him right now.
I think that's a little different. I think Kendrick will look at it like, hey,
I respect
that you bowed out. I would have never done that shit.
Right. But, it's not the same thing, but I think there's a level of respect. Just going off of where I've seen Kendrick's energy be for the past 2 years, I don't think he looks at what Cole did and say, I respect that. I think he's gonna see it as, on a certain level, none of my business. He lives his life. Mm-hmm. That's his life decision. But like on a man level, no. Like I don't like man level. You see that, and now I'm after that I'm gonna jump on a record with you, and we're gonna be brothers in kumbaya. Like it would be weird.
That's really up to Kenny.
It is up to Kenny, and I might be wrong.
His dad, bro.
I feel like
I'm not
doing a lot of projecting right now. Like he don't like Cole,
and
he doing a lot of projecting.
Yeah,
that's
we
what
don't know. I don't know
right
Kendrick.
Now.
Kendrick seemed like the type of nigga that.
I don't like Kendrick.
I have nothing to lose. What? He bowed out to me.
Clip that.
I don't know Kendrick.
Make that on the soundboard.
I don't.
Yes. We are ascending.
I don't know Kendrick, but I've been right about Kendrick.
Shout out Punch though.
Salute.
You know.
I digress.
I just I've been right about Kendrick before. I don't think I'm wrong about Kendrick right now. I don't see him. I could see Cole reaching out. I don't see Kendrick being like. I could see Kendrick being like, this isn't the right time for that. Like maybe give it a few years.
Damn, give it a few years is crazy.
OVO Mase, the GOAT, 6 God representative, when a time where the OVO Twitter general has been suspended. We still have Mase, the best Drake fan alive.
You should nominate me, bro.
You know what I mean?
I'll run the Club Paradise Spaces.
Come on, man.
Listen, Sin is cooking, bro. Like, Dean, you over here wilding, talking about Kendrick could bless him and redeem him, his character. Like, that just makes him look worse, bro. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's a lot of power.
The influencing that we've done with J. Cole, like, maybe he's not such a bad guy. No, maybe he was moving foul behind. Ask Wale. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, I don't want you, like, would I like to hear Kendrick and Cole eventually rap again? Of course. 2 of the best MCs of the most modern generation. Like, who hasn't wanted Cole and Kendrick? You know what I mean? But listen, and me personally, I love, that 50 Cent and Fat Joe could be on the front row. You know what I mean? That Nas
after
and
the
Jay-Z.
MTV Awards, when Fat Joe was talking hella hot, it could have got real violent.
Right. I love that Nas and Jay could talk billionaire stuff
music
now.
videos together.
You know what I mean? Doing Khaled songs together now.
Ascension.
Like Plies and T-Pain in their prime. You know what I'm saying?
Development.
I like that.
Terrible.
I like that Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart could do, you know what I mean, segments in WWE together. But the fight gotta happen first, Dean. That's all I'm saying. The fight has to happen. He cannot be redeemed for a fight he never had. You know what I'm saying? They got to scrap. No, I don't want to hear Kendrick on the fall off. I want Cole to be taking shots at Kendrick on the fall off, like Jaws put out there. You know what I'm saying?
Do you really want to hear that though?
Yes. 1,000%. If Cole is rapping how he raps,
See how DD be double talking?
Nah, I'm
just
saying
screaming that kumbaya shit. And he
Nah,
say
I'm
that?
saying for the facts. Do you really truly want that though?
yes, like 1,000%.
What you mean? Cole
What's the
taking
that?
shots?
Yes.
The same energy. So the old energy don't matter no more.
No.
So now it's fuck everybody and I'm coming out.
You asking me that?
I'm just saying,
I want
bro,
it to be a fight. Yeah,
that was a big apology. You get what I'm saying? In front of a lot of people.
But that's the only way to.
And then to bow out now and say and wait a year later say, hey, I'm
lost
ready
at
now,
about how many
guys.
it is, Joe. You might have to.
That shit goes down a little crazy.
I gotta Google it.
You got Joe gonna have to Google
Well,
that
look,
information.
I mean, but this is what, because somebody came at me in the comments and was saying that it's we're putting Cole in a situation where it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't.
I disagree.
But what has changed in the year?
No. But what I'm saying is that, yes, that's, for me, yes. With Cole right now, there's not an awful lot that he could do to like fully erase that situation. For me, it's gonna be damned if you do, damned if you don't. That is what it is. I am not denying that. If you're saying that I'm not being fair to Cole,
You're not.
all right, I'm not being fair to Cole. That's fine. But he put himself in that situation.
No question.
Where I'm looking at it and I'm like, whatever move you make, it's gonna look funny, regardless.
Right, so you might as well pop shit anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like if
Is
you
that
look
the
crazy
New York
regardless,
that we just
Because-
feel like you just gotta pop shit anyway?
Maybe.
Because if we sat there, let's say Jay,
Leave the block talking hella shit.
let's say Cole,
That nigga still pussy.
let's say
Is
Cole
that-
was on the
is
couch
that
right
the Jim
now.
Jones making videos in a Cole studio
we say-
energy? Like we can see your breath, Jomo. Like
we asked Cole, yo,
studio
what's the
Cole.
difference between now and then?
So what is Cole? I got the studio though.
Right, you know what I mean?
No electricity,
That's what I want
no
from Cole.
no heat.
You know what I mean?
Stop
I'm
doing my
a
nigga
home.
We can
Jimmy
see
like
your
that.
breath is crazy,
Yo,
bro.
leave my nigga Jim alone on this.
You know what I mean?
But
So-
now, like, I just like if he was here right now and I asked him, like, yo, what has changed from then to now? Like, what would his answer be? Like, niggas been the rap round tables had their foot on my neck for a year.
Yeah,
so
we know
like,
you don't
Like
let
I've always said, nothing has to change. It's the status quo. That's the problem.
I feel like
Most
what he,
Dean, I
people
know
think
you
he's
don't
a
forgive
sucker.
niggas.
I feel
Most
like
people think he took the coward's way out, and it's not just us saying it. It's not just the comment section saying it.
Right.
It's his peers who've said it.
Yes.
He's let everybody down, not just
nasty.
us.
Facts.
It's nasty. I'm just
Facts.
I just want to if he
You
comes
screamed
out
you was the
bombing,
best for 5 years while a nigga was in hibernation, and then when a
he
heavyweight
came
title
outside.
fight came, you left the ring. You ain't even fight the nigga.
Bowed
At least
out.
Errol Spence got punched on by Crawford, nigga. You left the ring.
Well, in your words, he attempted.
He lost his smile.
There was a lot of process. There was a lot of process in the process. There's writing the bars. There's recording the bars. There's
did
Right.
all of that.
to no avail because
You
the song
wrote
was
it,
ass.
which means you thought Mr. Morale was ass. You thought it and you wrote it.
I'm
Then we
conflicted.
said it was ass.
Like-
and he said, "Oh shit,
Like, at this
I
point,
can't be the best no more if they think this is ass."
I think Drake got a better chance of coming out saying F the world than J. Cole
You
does.
heard Drake diss Kenny mad times. We don't want that no more.
That is true.
He had his chance. He blew it. He's still gonna diss Kenny, but he blew it already.
I just don't think Cole got
Cole
the
has
heart.
the caveat of saying, "You know what? I was scared before, but I'm not scared now."
Nah, and y'all capping saying that
Nah,
y'all will respect that. That's the part
that
that's
don't
bothering
sound-
me.
Y'all all wildin'.
That's
Hold
the
on,
part that's
hold on,
bothering me.
hold on.
Y'all
I
niggas
don't-
would be on
that sound like some bullshit.
There you
What
go.
you saying is sound like some bullshit.
I can accept that.
Mason and I are the only ones that
I
see
ain't
it
even
with
say
that
nothing yet.
for how it really is.
All right, so let me play this real quick. Let me just play this real quick. Let's get to it.
Incorrectly. And I pray that God align me back up on my purpose and on my path. You know what I mean? I pray that my nigga really didn't feel no way. And if he did, my nigga, I got my chin out. Take your best shot. I'm gonna take that shit on the chin, boy. Do what you do. You know what I mean? Like, all good. Like, it's love. And I pray that, I pray that y'all are like, forgive a nigga for like the misstep and then I can get back to my true path. Cause I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Past 2 days felt terrible. Like, it let me know how good I've been sleeping for the past 10 years. So all of that to say, man,
Kill somebody.
I want to now perform the song that's a reminder to me of getting back on the right path and getting in tune with God. And the name of the song is called Love Yours. I'm for y'all right
Kendrick got niggas getting in tune with God, bro.
So hear me out. Walt, hear me out, because Walt apparently doesn't like Cole either. Hear me out. So I played that clip, right? That was the infamous apology heard around the world in front of 52,000 of his own people. His own people, man. Right? This wasn't a random BET award or MTV. This was Dreamville Fest.
Yes.
They came to see the headlining act, Jermaine Cole.
Him.
St. John's alum.
God damn it. That's the sports nigga in you.
Hey, 52,000 people popped out on one of the biggest weekends in rap history for him to walk it back. They thought they were going to get 7-minute drill on stage. And he said, you know what? On second thought, guys. They said my song was whack. I'm walking it back. Okay? I think that there's a realistic chance for a Kendrick feature because of this apology right here. Jake, hear me out. Say, relax. Put the hand down.
Calmate.
He said what he said in this apology. I hope my brother don't feel no way.
No, he prayed. He prayed.
Let us pray.
He's on his knees.
Yeah, yo.
Damn it.
All right,
Yo.
man.
Pray to the Lord.
Damn it, man.
Hey.
You say all of that, and just me being a human for a second. I'm putting my hip hop hat down for a moment. Just being a human, right? Sometimes you make mistakes. Kendrick Lamar himself has talked about the mistakes he's made. He's talked about his missteps along the way. Mr. Morale and the Big Steps was a big part of him going through the therapeutic portion of his life to where he could get to a G in this.
Incredible.
You know? That's you know? Has some incredible moments, but it's just an all and I think that Kendrick Lamar, because he knows that, I don't think he really believes that Cole is Drake. Like Drake has a lot of wounds. Drake is borderline phony. Like when you read what they say in the horoscopes about all the bad things about Scorpios, Drake checks all those boxes. Like he's a Scorpio in a lot of ways.
Shit.
So I think that Kendrick would potentially get on the album because he knows that Cole was a chess piece. And I think Cole realized he was a chess piece far too late. Well after Port Antonio. But he had a moment during that battle where he was like, you know what, I'm bugging. I really don't want to diss this guy. I can't really diss this guy in a real type of way. And I tried it and it was ass. I'm sorry. It takes a man. Fair play. For the one time I'm gonna say it. It takes a big man to get in front of 52,000 people. There's a lot of women. And apologize in the middle of the biggest battle since Jay-Z versus Nas. A battle that it was never meant to be J. Cole's fight to begin with. It was always supposed to be Aubrey versus Kendrick. It wasn't supposed to be Aubrey and Cole versus Kendrick. So I think that there's room for Kendrick to allow some grace. But I don't think it would just be any old collaboration. I think it will be a collaboration if it was to happen. In my brain, anyway. Let me not speak from any position of authority, even though our niggas end up being right more often than not. You know, we always suffer from being early, not wrong.
Correct.
I think the collaboration would be what we've been asking for. Addressing the elephant in the room. Instead of he just giving Cole a 16 or a 24, they would rap about the thing. Air their grievances through the bars. Everything that took place. If Kenny is on this album, I think it's an opportunity for them to get to a middle ground by the end of the song. Where you say, you know, yeah, whatever. I said some things, he said some things, but you still my nigga at the end of the day. And if they do that, I'm good with that. That's hip hop history. Jay and Nas didn't even do that, where they rapped about their issues and then got to a middle ground by the end of the song. Nah, we just moved on. We got Black Republicans after niggas was battling. We didn't even on Black Republican success, they never talked about their issues through the bars.
Right.
Well, I think this generation is a little more in tune with therapy,
Emotion,
and emotion.
sensitivity, and shit.
Yeah. So I think
Self-aware.
through this apology that we got, Kendrick would love to make a creative record where they talk about their issues and come to a middle ground. I think that would be a masterpiece, in fact.
That's like a really sexy version of what I said. What I said was really an unsexy version of that.
You gotta be sexy.
But
But
it still puts Kendrick in a position of authority.
not necessarily.
Come on.
If we rap about our issues on the song together, I'm not saying you got hey guys like J. Cole again. I'm just saying I didn't agree with what you did, but we good now.
I was here and I didn't want to diss you neither, because it could have been another ether. I don't need that.
If they,
That's crazy. I don't need that. I don't.
I just heard what
I don't. I don't know if I need that though. Like,
you would have with that
without
if they slap boxed or wax. Rap through their issues.
But
Yo, yo, I just gotta make this clear.
But-
This is not a. We didn't put this up.
Yo, that's crazy.
I
We didn't-
co-signed it, Walt.
Too late to apologize.
I texted Walt this big.
Yo.
You know?
Yo.
Like,
My bad.
I just feel like no matter which way that comes, it's gonna make Kenny look like
If
God.
they
He's gonna
slap
look like a
box
little nigga.
on the song, Kenny talk about his issues with Cole. Cole talking about his issues with Kenny. And then on the third verse, they trade bars and they just get through the middle ground. You don't think that's good for the sport?
Only if Kenny acknowledges you basically dumbed out for this. This wasn't even meant for you. Like, if it just like this whole entire thing was not meant for you to even involve with it. You involved yourself and shit went left. If Kenny approached it from that sense, like I only wanted to like take him out.
Yeah, that's you just made a good point. That's the caveat here. Cole entered himself into a situation he had no business being in, and where we're from.
I don't think
the
that's
guilty
I don't think that's true. I don't think
bystander,
that's. I don't think that I've long
He didn't
held
have-
since it happened. I don't think that's true. He got on the song with Drake and said that they were the two best. Kendrick said, "Ain't no big three, it's just big meat."
Yeah,
Like that was equal shots at both of them.
yeah.
He was involved.
So what
I
do you,
mean-
all right. So hold on.
It's
Wait,
they
wait,
don't
time
have
out.
they don't have
Kissing
the,
and hugging
clearly,
on stage.
Listen,
Time
they
out,
clearly don't have the same history as Kendrick and Drake.
So just for the sake of clarity, Sam, you're saying that you believe that after like that, J. Cole had a responsibility to handle his business. Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
I agree.
absolutely.
I agree too. That's what, I don't want to get that misconstrued.
Nah, absolutely.
But you don't think 2 years later, cooler heads prevail, we could do this song together and iron our differences?
I think again, I'm gonna
Or does Cole
maintain.
have to wear this?
It has
getting-
to be
no.
approached very, very delicately to not make him look like the little nigga in the
I'm-
situation.
I'm
so
still
does Cole need
maintaining
to
it's
just stand by himself and figure this shit
I would,
out?
yeah.
What's
I would.
wasn't the song? Which one of y'all called out? I think it was you, Job, that called out in the Yachty song that Cole had. That Cole was taking shots at Kendrick.
Yes.
Like, let's stop trying to make this guy seem like some innocent kid who got caught in the crossfire. He was dissing Kendrick. He was taking
The
therapy bars and Mr. Morale shots before the beef, like that and all that. He quote unquote wanted the static.
Yeah. You're right.
I ain't mad at
Here's
police.
where I stand with this, right? I think Drake and Cole are like two opposite ends of the spectrum. Because Drake is, a narcissist. He's on the narcissist side. Cole is a people pleaser. But these are both like, I don't know what they call it, pathologies. Like, I don't, there's,
Ideologies, maybe.
Huh?
Ideologies, I guess.
no, it's not ideology, but they both have something wrong with them, right? Cole is a people pleaser, and as a people pleaser, you might take an action thinking, oh, I'm gonna make my stance known, but then as soon as people get mad about it, you're like, oh shit, like people don't like me now, and you walk it back. That's what people pleasers do all the time. That's Cole, and everything about Cole to me seems like too much of a people pleaser, where he doesn't want to make anybody upset. If he does, he's gonna apologize every time, regardless of how much he might have thought at the time that he was warranted in feeling the way that he felt and taking the actions that he took. But as soon as there's some sort of backlash, the people was like, "Oh, the song is whack. I don't know why you jumping out the window about it." Then he was like, "Oh shit, like I must have did something wrong. I'm gonna apologize and make the people happy because I don't want people mad at me, right?" And so that like to that end,
So it goes back to him being a decent man.
right? Exactly.
The City of Demons.
Yeah.
Exactly. So like and then so ultimately to me, even though people keep saying it's been 2 years, 2 years is nothing. 2 years is a blink of an eye. Like I don't think their paths are crossing just yet. Again, I could be wrong. Maybe when the fall off comes, maybe I'm proven wrong. But I don't see their paths crossing yet. I'm not saying their paths are not going to cross. I don't see Kendrick and Drake's paths crossing ever. To be clear, right? I can see Kendrick and Cole's paths crossing. I just don't think it's going to be now. I don't think it's going to be on this album. Maybe a couple years, but not now.
Yeah. I mean, I don't got nothing more to add to that. Sin said everything.
Yeah, I agree with
Sin don't want the feature. He don't agree with Cole's actions. We also don't agree with Cole's actions. But I guess I'm just looking at it from
A musical standpoint.
I'm looking from a musical standpoint and a human standpoint. I just feel like, you know what? Time passes and sometimes you do some fuck shit, but Cole does throw stones to hide his hands. And to me, ain't nothing more annoying than a bitch ass nigga that throws stones, hides his hands. Not necessarily Cole being a bitch, but we've lived it. The first segment of the pod, we talked about niggas throwing stones, hiding their hands. So it's all relative at the end of the day. Quick question. Does rap and or hip hop need a main character? Does it need an artist to be at the top? Or is there a situation where it could just be a bunch of acts cooking up and it's just carrying the space? Part of this question comes from the conversation we had on Dead End Hip Hop, where I had mentioned a dominant sound and how era to era there's always been something that's been at the top, whether it's a sound or a person, right? You know, Drake has been the main character for quite a while. Before Drake, you could argue maybe it was Wayne. Before Wayne was Ye. Before Ye, you could say 50. Before 50 was Hov. So on and so forth. You've had main characters era to era. Some of the best golden eras didn't have one primary main character, but you had guys who could have been argued as the main character, whether it been Pac or Big, as an example, early Nas, Illmatic era, shit like that. Ice Cube from late 80s, early 90s. So just to lay the foundation of the question, do we need a main character in 2026, or do we just need the music itself and the culture itself to be the main character? Mase, thought I start off with you.
No, you don't need a main character. You need two. The most successful, let me not say the most successful, but the most enthralling, intriguing times in hip hop history is when you had two central figures who both were, you know, metaphorically the opposite of what the other one represented, whether it be regionally, whether it be topically, you know what I mean? Big and Pac, Jay and Nas, all the way down to Drake and Kendrick. When that the people who love that one thing can rally completely against what that other one represents, you have two sorts of fans, two sorts of ideas who get to reign and rep what they think is supreme. It adds to the competitiveness of everything, and it also keeps the checks and balances right. When one gets too much out of hand, a la Drake, like you mentioned, the balances come with Kenny. You know what I mean? And so I think there needs to be two main characters in hip hop for it to be at its best moments.
Dini, talk to me.
I agree with what May said, but I think one could do it because one will inspire all the others to ascend. You get what I'm saying? Back when like Hov was the guy, you know, they always said Nas was the second run up, but there was like X, you know, there was a bunch of other guys in the cut that was still doing their thing. I think there has to be, even in anything in life, even podcasting, basketball, there has to be the franchise at the top that everyone's basically trying to get to. We trying to beat that team, the Lakers in the 2000s, the Bulls in the 90s. You know, you need that to help everyone else step their game up. You get what I'm saying? Say what you want about Drake. I know a lot of people chase the sound and everything, but he kind of like kept the game at a certain place where people like, yo, that's the level I want to be at, where I can make any kind of music I want, where I can go do what I want. And it's just, I always feel like there has to be that. there has to be something for you to look up to and be like, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you want to shit on Ja Rule, like 50 looked at that and said, I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking that spot. So what Mase said, when it has to be two people, I totally respect it, but it's usually one nigga that galvanizes everybody else. And then it's basically a tier, and everyone's trying to rise up to the tier, like how it was in Mortal Kombat when the shit just rises up. It's the same shit, bro. I think that there's usually at least one major figure, though, that keeps everything aligned. And there's just tiers after that. But there's always one guy at the top that holds it down. Or lady. Shout out to the ladies.
That part.
Yeah.
Talk to me, son.
I think there do need to be main characters. I can't recall a time where there was ever just one. Like there was ever like according similar to what May said. I would say at least two, but probably three. I think it's always kind of been at least three. Nas, Big and Jay, and then of course out west, Pac, Snoop. That's a whole five.
Yeah.
In the 90s. We got the, obviously we just had the whole conversation about the big three. But there always needs to be that sort of cipher that's going on at the top that kind of like cycles through, and everybody's gonna kind of have their turn, and at some point, whoever him really is gonna get tired and be like, nah, motherfucker, it's me.
Yeah.
It's me. And their reign will, linger for a little bit, and then like there'll be a whole new set of up and comers. We've talked in the past about like, looking forward, we don't really see who the next, 2 or 3 or 5 or whoever is going to be for the next generation. But like that cycle has always continued throughout. So ultimately, I don't think it's ever been just one. I think it's been several that make that like dynamic drama of who's holding that top spot so exciting, because 1 year again, back in the night, 1 year was Nas, the next year was Big, the next year was Pac, the next year was Jay, the next like everybody's always vying for the spot, and it's like, and
Keeps
as
competitive.
Deanie said, that competition always rose to the top. So but I think it is important. I think whoever tells you that like not moving past an era where there has to be a top guy or a battle for the top, I think that's horseshit. I think that's people trying to like make hip hop soft.
Yep.
And make it, and you know what, and I'm gonna finish it off with this, because I've heard this recently, and I get upset anytime somebody says, "Oh, we only do this in hip hop. We don't do this on R&B. We don't do this in rock. We don't do this in country music." You're goddamn right. That's why hip hop is hip hop. That's
Right.
what makes the shit special. It's always been about the competition. There's always been an element of competition. You strip competition out of hip hop and you want to make it like every other genre that like is out there. For what? That's going to be boring. That's what makes hip hop hip hop. You know what I mean? So stop saying that shit.
Necessary. I don't want to necessarily disagree with Sin, because I don't. The general premise of what he's saying, I agree with. But I don't think that we need a main character, one person. And the only reason I say that is because there's too many entities with followings, large followings, that are pushing this whole rhetoric that hip hop is in danger, hip hop is dying, so on and so forth. So much so that we gotta cover that a little bit later on. It's gonna be probably an all-timer. We'll be covering it, in fact. But I think right now the music and the culture needs to be the main character, because I think that the music and the culture needs to push back against that narrative that it's in some kind of danger. Because I think if the music continues to do that, it continues to expose who the tourists are. I think we've gotten to a place in hip hop right now where there are a lot of tourists here. Dare I say, I know it's a hot button word, but dare I say there's a lot of gentrifiers here who are trying to tell us what this hip hop shit is. And then they get on their platforms and say that it's dying. How is it dying? That is the question that needs answers. I'm hearing a lot of quality hip hop. I'm hearing more music now in the last year that's more in line with the rules of this shit. There's a lot of questions about, is there a rule book? In the infancy of hip hop, yes. In fact, there was a rule book. Rap, maybe there's no rule book in rap, but hip hop, you had certain core values you had to abide by. And I think that we're closer more so to that right now in 2026 early on than we were 2 years ago.
For a while, yeah.
You know, before the shit hit the fan in a lot of ways. So I think that as long as the music continues to do what it does, the artists carry themselves the way they continue to carry themselves, talk a certain way, walk a certain way, I think hip hop is going to continue to shine. I think that the music and the culture needs to shine through because we've conflated too long what the business of rap is with hip hop culture. Like, case in point, when I look, you know, and I know I don't miss a chance, and I'm not gonna miss a chance right now. When I look at the young thugs and the little babies, and yeah, as much as I love 21 and 21s of the world, them niggas is not hip hop. They're rappers, right? They're the business of rap.
Clip that.
You know, and they make good rap music. And maybe, yeah, they got a little urban aesthetic. Throw Gunna in there too, but it's like they want to be high fashion and they want to throw these weird fits on. More so Thug and Gunna. I won't put that on 21 and Baby. But it's like when they get these interviews, they say, I don't really rap like that. Or like, I don't rap, I don't do that. And Kendrick does that, but I don't do that. Nigga, that's not hip hop. You're rapping because that is your job. That's not hip hop. Or there's some things in the Venn diagram that you could say they cross. Yeah. Like you're passing through hip hop aesthetics or elements while you're making these songs. Maybe some of your slang is that. Maybe what you do on the block might be that. But I don't think street shit in 2026, because Glasses Malone sometimes says like the street shit is more hip hop than the music shit. And I understand what he's saying. But I believe that street shit in 2026, not all of it is hip hop. You know? So when I look at those guys, I'm like, that's not hip hop. All the noise that happened with that, the cases, the telling, the coming home, the pillow talking, all of that, or anything that's affiliated with that in the business of rap, that's not hip hop. That's why I looked at Aubrey House when I was like, he's excommunicated, because it's like you have a rap battle and you go call the people, you sued. That's not hip hop. That's not even me like trying to kick Drake back in on funny vibes. But again, imagine Smack being somewhere. I know that it's not an apples to apples comp, but niggas is battling somewhere in Harlem. And then like, oh, we got together. And then the person who lost the battle called the cops and said there's 20 dudes loitering in the corner on 39th and Lennox.
Come get them.
Facts.
We on 39th and Lennox right now. There's 20 guys over there just because you lost the battle. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is like there's hip hop, then there's guys who are employees of the rap business. You know, that's their 9 to 5. It just happens to be $1 million industry. And I think there's a lot of guys employed by the business of rap, and then some of that gets lost in with the hip hoppers, like the Pusha T's of the world, the Clipses of the world. Even Ye problematic, but Ye's hip hop. You know, he's not employed by the business of rap. He was a hip hopper. He's like us. You know how when you back in the day, you a street nigga and you get that city job. You a conductor. You drive the train. That's Kanye. He got the city job. That's the business of rap. But at the end of the day, when he clock out, he's still hip hop. Yeah, you know what I mean. That's the best way I could explain it. So I think that as long as the culture keeps producing at a high clip, even ASAP Rocky, you know, even if you don't like the album, that's a hip hop nigga. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. Continue to put the music out there. Continue to take the creative risks. Continue to put culture forward. Put hip hop forward. How you dress, how you talk, what you believe in, what your core values are. I think we need more of that in 2026. That's where I'm at with it. You know, we don't need a main character. The main character needs to be the culture and the music. And then let's see where we at in 2027. Because to me, there's a clear delineation between niggas employed by rap and people who choose rap by way of hip hop. That's how I'm looking at it. Next topic, real quick. I don't know. I feel like, matter of fact, let me see. We might have to save it. You know, yeah, we're gonna save that topic for our live. You know, I might bring in one of the homies from Dead and Hip Hop for that topic.
Salute.
Because it kind of started there.
Yeah.
But like, if they're gonna come to our block, we can have that conversation.
Watch it be FIFO.
You know what I mean? Well, no Macito segment tonight. Real quick though, Mace. I know you don't got a segment, but like, how did D thing end up in Florida? And was he on the run, or is he just a criminal from state to state?
He's a criminal from state to state, and D thing's been catching these same exact type of charges for a minute now. I'm not shocked that he ended up out there with a bunch of illegal guns, allegedly. A bunch of.
You picked the wrong state for that. Like, once you leave New York, the bubble of New York, they could throw like.
You know, that's what Tutu got caught up in when he first way back in like 2018, 19, when he first got into Static. Way back then, it was out in Florida. I'm like, they go out to Miami.
But that's like running through Miami.
Allegedly caught a body in Miami. You know what I'm saying? There goes the mugshot. D-Thing, he's as disappointing as can be because he got out of jail. He was locked in with Luca Brasi of Dipset fame, of Gumbo fame, if you a smoker. And nothing happened with him. He was locked in with French. Nothing would happen. He's supposed to be doing songs with Max B right now, D-Thing. So, you know, ultimately, when it comes to D-Thing, it's been a lot of rumors about him, his money not being right, him being, you know, kind of a druggie behind the scenes.
Was he in? This is just my ignorance.
Nah, it's cool.
Was it D Thing and K Flock who had problems?
That and our cousins, but they was in, you know, competing gangs. They was cousins. They used to rap about seeing each other moms and aunties and all that. And it's just kind of disappointing because he's still very much a young man. I'd be shocked if he was 23. You know what I mean? But just, you know, ultimately another victim of the drill era in New York. It seemed cursed, to be honest with you, as much.
In the South, catching a gun charge, like they throw the book at everybody in the South.
Yeah.
Wherever you do in the South, I feel like there's a book flying at you. they throw baseball contract
Books
numbers
got wings over there.
at criminals in the South. You know what I mean?
And his you know, his rap sheet is crazy. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's on some type of papers. You know what I mean? You know, shouts to Meek Mill. They keep you on them Jones for like a decade if they can. So yeah, man.
Papers is how they get you back in prison.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, because they know you know they gonna catch you with something. You know what I mean? So yeah, disappointing with D thing. You know, I'm just not shocked though. To be honest with you, I'm not shocked.
Another thing I got for you. You said you ain't got a segment, but I got questions.
Let's cook, y'all.
That guy, sometimes we don't say no like when we mention 6ix9ine on the pod. I'm sorry,
Daniel
Hernandez.
Daniel Hernandez
was on a platform.
Government from now on,
and he said that streamers are making more money than Drake. Like, a guy like Speed is out here caking more than Drake. Is that a real thing, or is he talking completely out of his ass?
I think Drake was an extreme. You know what I mean? I think Drake is at like that top 1%. So I wouldn't say Drake. I wouldn't say Jay. I wouldn't say, Kanye. You know what I mean? The guys who are making those $100 million deals, I would say nah. You know what I mean? He's kind of exaggerating. But everybody else, let me be honest, yeah, because, you know, I seen QXC was talking about he make $500,000 a month. I think I seen DDG talking about $250 a month. Like, they making bread.
But wait, I'm sorry. 500 or 250 to do what exactly? Why are they paying them? Are there ads attached? Are they marketing things?
It's as, you know, there's subscription, but they also pay to subscribe as well. You know what I mean? So
you just can't watch it. You got to pay to watch these guys. See, I'm not in tune to the.
That's how they run it up.
You know what I mean?
That's how they run it up. And you know, it's like you could be you can follow my Twitch, but if you subscribe to my Twitch, you're paying.
Is that why all the ladies are playing video games all of a sudden?
All of them. You notice it, right?
Yeah, I noticed that.
A lot of lady streamers these days. You know what I mean? The shorty that Academics just got into some static with is a streamer. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, the ladies are streaming. But that's what I'm saying. Like, they making more money than Daniel. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why he's running behind Aiden Ross, making diss tracks, embarrassing himself even more than he already has. So, nah, I think Drake is an exaggeration because, you know, there's that stake money, there's that, you know, there's all type of shit when it comes to, like, you know, artists like that. But everybody else, Smiley wish he was making streaming money.
Last question for you.
It's a lot of money in gambling, grooming.
Yo, hello. Last,
God damn it.
you know what I mean? I gotta get the
Citizen
ding
shooter,
for that.
bro.
You know what I mean? That was a bar right there, Sam.
Damn it.
Last question for you. Aiden Ross announced that he's gonna be taking a step back recently.
Yeah.
Did the
Off a cliff?
I don't know. I don't know.
Damn.
Damn it.
If it's not off
Damn
a
it,
cliff, then
Sid.
Wow, bro.
Fire.
That's crazy, bro.
Sin's on fire right now.
Would you say that the pressure of the whole Doechii thing got to him, or is it just him posturing to make it seem like he cares about the pressure?
Now, according to him, he was beginning to lose endorsements. He said he had a big thing lined up with an NBA, a specific NBA player, and that's why he didn't, got canceled.
Imagine a black guy standing next to Aiden Ross in the NBA right now, huh?
That would look
Yeah.
bad. That would look
Bad
bad.
luck. Yeah.
I'm sure they'd much rather stand next to Doechii, as would I.
almost as
Hey,
bad as
girl.
calling your album Iceman at this point.
Man.
Well, he's Canadian. He gonna lean on that.
Yeah, to be honest. But
I don't know anything about that. That's not even my country. I don't know.
so but so he according to him, he was beginning to lose money because of it, but I don't believe that. Aiden is out in LA. You know what I mean? I feel like certain people said, listen, it ain't worth it. Like, yeah, you got the bodyguards, you got the the Donald Connect, you got a lot, but all you gotta do is get caught slipping once. And I feel like
Donald can't save you if you out in LA.
Nah,
Yeah.
you can't, bro. He
Different
can't.
world out
So hold
there.
on, I'm gonna ask you the recklessly speculative.
What's the word?
Do you think that some members of either the red or the blue team caught him out there in LA and made him think
Lacking?
about his situation?
I don't think they caught him out there. I think he got information that they could catch him out there if they felt like it. I don't know if they sent him a picture of him on the corner. I don't know if maybe they ran down on what's the dude that run cuff him. You know what I mean? The ugly dude that be running behind him. You know what I'm saying?
Because Cuffham ain't got no security, right?
Not
You
one.
always catch a nigga who don't got security.
Along with, they was popping all that stuff out to Lil TJ and them out here in New York and got shot at. Yeah,
I never knew that.
they whip got shot up live on stream. Yeah, like bullet holes in the car and all that.
Wait, when did that happen?
This happened out in the Bronx when they was out there asking,
This
do you like
Aiden?
Joe Budden? Not Aiden, cuff him and his mans.
I saw a video the other day where like a green light came in through is that who you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah. So they got clapped at in New York, you know what I'm saying? And with TJ and them, man. So maybe they said to themselves, we wilding out a little bit.
And
I
we're
think
accessible.
that's more of it. I don't think it's I'm a good guy, I'm over this, you know what I mean? Nah, it's definitely something happened behind the
Backlash.
scenes.
Hey man, we didn't get a young rap segment, but I manufactured a little chatty boys.
It's my dog.
You know
It's
what
my
I mean?
dog.
I knew if anybody would know Masito was.
That's why they call him the
Cito.
GOAT.
You
You
know
know,
what I
what I mean?
mean?
Shouts to Ghost, you know what I mean?
It's crazy though, because the thing is, these streamers think they celebrities.
Yo.
You didn't cross that threshold where you can't get touched. Like you're a regular guy. You still got to go outside. These followers and
Gotta
your
go to
money
McDonald's.
right.
Yeah.
You gotta go to McDonald's. Celebrities don't gotta go nowhere. Streamers still gotta move around.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They throwing at you. You gotta move. Hey,
Crazy.
And part of their content is what? Watch me do things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta go somewhere. You
Gotta
gotta
go
have
outside.
parties.
I'm
You can't have beef.
gonna be at this exact location
Right.
at this exact time on this exact day.
Right.
Like,
you can't
Right.
just walk around assuming everybody's pussy. You know what I mean? When you a streamer,
Right.
because there's somebody who's not.
There's always somebody that's not.
Glasses and them folks he was talking about now. You know
It
that.
probably wasn't gonna be glasses.
We know
man.
that.
As an LA nigga, you can't talk to no certified gang member and think shit is sweet.
Nah.
Long story short,
There's that nigga that he's around literally just to take the charges, man. Like they keep a charge nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Shimmy.
Yeah, man.
Let's move on to the mailbag.
Let's get it.
You know,
Oh, this should be an interesting mailbag.
should be interesting.
Very
Starts off
interesting.
relatively negatively. We got Sitham. What the fuck name is this? I'm so serious.
that's me on this lawn segment. By the way.
Sism Balimadala 4150.
Interesting.
You guys need to kick Jarv and his bullshit. Why is he getting personal when this is all about music? This shit he said about Mike D is whack. He need to focus on the music and stop attacking people who don't agree with his statement. He is turning this channel into a mockery. Sitham. Mike don't rap, but he does rap, but it's terrible. I don't rap. He and I have never conversed about music in regards to the Clips and Outkast. If he wanted to talk about music in regards to the Clips and Outkast, he could have just hit my line. He didn't.
He sent the bots instead.
He sent bots to our chat.
Crazy.
We forgot about that part.
I did. I did.
If any, I'll pay $100. I'll pay a stat to anybody who can tell me that they've seen random bots in anyone's chat, any YouTube video on the planet, rap roundtable bots. You know what I mean? Since it's, I don't know what's going on. It wasn't
about
me.
the bots,
bro.
Multiple videos followed by bots, then another post in another video.
And it's in the video, so it's clear to see. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? The chat was like, yo, what's the fuck?
They was getting at us.
They was getting mad at us because of this guy.
The attractive ladies that follow the channel were all disturbed by that chat. I seen it.
Hey, girls.
So this person saying that it's about music and all this and that. When he said, excuse me, when we were made aware by the intermediary who doesn't know any of us personally about a verses, and niggas said no. It should have stopped right there. He continued it. He made it this. I didn't make it personal. All I did was decide that, you know what? I'm coming outside. I'm clapping at him. And I'm going home. And I'm never talking about him again. And that's it. It's not music related. It was personal for him. All I did was respond. Please get your timeline right. I beg.
Please.
Please. And they're not kicking me off the show.
He's here forever.
Nah, and I really hate the fact, I hate when anybody does this in any sort of like form. When like all of these events transpire and they have like such a blind eye to it. Mm-hmm. And then they come out and it's like, oh, it's just supposed to be about the music. Like the bots in our chat
never
was
addressed
not
what he said about the music.
was not about the music.
Crazy.
You know what I mean? Calling us out,
saying we ducked him.
That's not about the music. You know what I mean?
Journalists versus
entertainers
about the music.
That's a personal attack. I mean, his form of personal attack. I don't mind being called an entertainer.
Love it. Actually.
Truth be told,
Oh, well.
right?
People tune in.
I love the fact that we entertain people, but that was not about the music. That was a personal attack.
You know what's crazy, Sam?
So you turn a blind eye to all of that, but you tell us, oh, it's just supposed to be about the music.
Shimon, man.
SMD, man, get out of here.
Ooh. We didn't even know that bro said anything. We were responding to our audience when we did the segment.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't even know that bro was saying. We were talking to our audience. We did a half-hour clip,
love y'all, by
something
the way.
we've never done before. A half-hour clip on Twitter. The main audience that killed us. Not knowing this nigga's over here personalizing it.
Crazy.
Did the
So
video, laid out why we thought Outkast would lose to the Clips, while also simultaneously admitting that, you know what, we had some blind spots about Outkast. They might get Clips out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Talking to our audience.
Yeah.
Had a debate on the show. Cause you know I might be chopped liver to old boy, but we debated it on the show. I said I didn't think so.
Facts.
Mase kept it
And when
100.
you brought out some of 3 Stacks features, I was like, oh shit, I forgot about
those.
Literally said it.
Yeah.
The man posted a video saying that we were ducking. After we posted that video, still hasn't contacted anybody. We didn't know.
Ducking without contact is crazy though.
Dog.
Incredible.
That's what I'm saying. So imagine us, unbeknownst that this guy is over here, we talking to each other in our audience. Whether they love us or they hate us.
Now,
Real
Jarv,
humans.
keep it civil. Keep it civil. This is just about the music.
Tearing
Well,
another
we
black
talked
man
about
down.
the music
You're being hateful
for
again.
30 minutes, mind you, and it wasn't even a 30-minute segment. It was like a 40-minute segment. I cut it at 30.
Here we are again.
Oh.
Back to the
So
building.
it's like, when the nigga said that, I'm like, how he could say all of this, and then when we say fuck out of here, see? We the bad guy.
Where's the
Another
joke?
If he
edit.
would have hit me
Another edit.
or tag niggas and said, yo, I want to talk to you, brother. Hulk Hogan voice.
Brother.
And then I dubbed it and act like he didn't say nothing. He could have legs, but he never addressed us directly. We didn't know.
Bad faith.
Bad faith.
Bad
Anyway.
faith, man.
Next,
The problem is that he swore that we were paying attention to
we
his
weren't.
platform, and we
weren't.
Terrible faith. Like,
Not even me.
Yeah.
Like,
and this is the
like,
site.
I didn't even know.
The amount of attention we were not
You
paying.
know how much shit we
I
got
pay
going
attention
on
to everything
personally
and stop
and
paying
pod-wise?
attention to you.
Between life and motion,
Like, what the fuck?
no time for fake ones, man.
Bro,
Some
we had
freestyle
no
with real ones.
clue that this guy was. But again, instead of playing internet games, if he would have just hit my line, but he knows he can't because he knows that I don't rock with him.
Call me.
He got to play internet games, hoping he could take the adjacent route. I think he thought that we was gonna feel some type of pressure to respond to him. Like, all right, he's doing this. Ah, damn,
We're not goofs.
we look
bro.
crazy. We gotta say something to this guy.
We're not
And
goofs.
it's so many layers we haven't.
Gotta
gone
work on the
into.
goof.
Oh, like,
Insanity, bro. Then we have Sin Williams, 9070.
Hilarious.
You trying to take my name, bro?
Yes. Man, y'all did Mike wrong.
uh-oh.
Jarv, you suck. You're too emotional and jealous. Tearing a black man down. Right. Yep.
Tearing a brother down. The message.
Tearing a black man down. So unprofessional. I hope y'all fly. New
Damn.
York trash.
Damn.
So here's a funny little tidbit about Sin Williams.
What you saying fuck us for?
When I responded to Sin, we had a whole dialogue. Sin proceeded to, matter of fact, let me go find it.
Sin Williams.
Sam Williams.
Sin
please.
Williams.
Say the whole name.
Sin
Yeah,
Williams.
yeah.
Right.
Proceeded to edit their comment because I had to call. Because the thing is, now this guy has put us in this position where we have to fully unravel what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got people unsubscribing, attacking us in the comment section,
Crazy.
all because of the mess and the disingenuous, liared person that you are. So when we got into the exchange and I had to lay out some of the layers that this person, because I had to, the gist of what I said was, if you don't know the facts, how are you here attacking niggas in the comment section? You don't even comment. You had one comment on our channel before this. You specifically came to the comment section to defend this guy without knowing any facts. Sin Williams proceeds to edit that same comment. Motherfuckers be forgetting about the screenshots. Proceeds to, man, y'all did Mike wrong. Jarv, you know better. You're too emotional.
Are you on Suck No More?
I don't suck no more.
All right. Pause.
You're too emotional. Don't be like that. Tearing a black man down. So unprofessional. So you changed your comment after I had to highlight that you don't know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Your man is not a good guy. He just has a better perception.
That's it.
That's all it is. Ooh. Not common 24/7. Thank God Mase used his common sense on the Outkast versus Clips topic. MVP Mase.
Salute Macito. They love Mace.
I will take it, but
They love
that's a
Mace.
far cry from like a June 2024 comment.
Right, right.
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
Come a long way, Mace.
Come a
Yo,
long way, man.
that's
It's
a
been a
fact.
long 100 weeks.
Growth,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying?
Elevation.
Finally, boy. Let me hide the OVO
Yo,
logo
put it away,
real
bro.
quick.
Put it away.
PG Lang Mace.
Yeah,
Man.
we had to jump out the window about
Yo.
our cast of clips.
That's
You-
crazy. The voice
Whoa,
of
he
reason.
set it up for you, bro.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Mace took the opportunity. He didn't believe that shit.
Right.
This is my moment.
John said, you don't listen to that shit? And I was like,
God damn it.
damn it, he got me. Shit.
All right.
If he said name track 4 for Stanko, y'all
Cooked.
It would have been Didi with the bad pilot. What's that song again?
God damn it.
All right, Mace, spit a bar.
Right?
Give me a
If you
give me a
really like the
16.
song, you know the lyrics.
Yo, you know how I feel, me. give me a 4.
He
Oh,
would have hit me
man.
with the Drake bars.
Right.
Damn.
Young King 05 boy nonsense. Sin is bugging. When I got a gripe, I'm gonna stop right there. We have our names, right? on the screen, specifically for the people who don't know who we are. I want them to know who they talking to. It's very important. Or find us on the gram or the socials, whatever.
Yes, sir.
Sincere the Rap Snob spells his name C-I-N. Yet so many people put S-I-N, and it bothers. It's not even my name, but it bothers me because it's right in front of you.
The craziest
That's
one
the
is when they
belly
do C-Y-N. I'm like, where did you
Where
get
did
that one from?
come from,
Santana.
Right?
When did you become Joe Button's girlfriend from
Yo.
Love and Hip Hop? Anyway, he continues to say, he out his rabbit ass mind thinking that something playalistic, get up, get out, and get something. Hootie Hoo, deep, and play his ball, along with two dope boys, AT Aliens, Elevators, won't be none of them Clips joints.
What I was saying was that those are not going to be the strongest songs for a versus stage. That's literally all I was saying. Excuse me. I wasn't saying whether they were going to win one way or another because it depends on what song it's being, paired against. I was just saying those first two albums, as great as they are, they're not versus material.
Okay.
So you're having a music conversation.
Maybe we need to gossip again. Matter of fact, speaking of that, I forgot one for the mailbag.
Although get up, get out is something. That's all-time classic. All-time classic.
But you know what? I forgot something, so I'm gonna get there right now, bro. Because it was a J. Cole fan that really grinded my ears the other day. So Sincere and I, we did the reaction to the J. Cole run.
In record time, by the way.
Fire.
Right? Twin Empire X2 on Twitter says, y'all grown men Tasha K nowadays. 17 J. Cole fans.
Somebody's going to have to explain the reference.
She's a rumor, gossip
Copy.
lady.
We're talking about a rapper who did something all-time historic. We're not talking about his private lives. We're not talking about alleged babies. Is there a daughter? Is there not a daughter? We're talking about a rapper that said he was the best.
For years.
Dropped a diss song. Got on the stage and said, you know what? Never mind.
I don't want it.
That's
Honestly.
all we've ever talked about. On the podcast, Sid and I got together. We said that if track 2 on disc 2 is this, then there's no way that he's going through a double album without addressing what took place during that battle. Twin Empire proceeds to call us a gossip block. So I want to say something real quick. We talked about it on a live on Monday, but since Twin Empire and the 17 J. Cole fans that like this comment really feel some type of way, you and the other 17 motherfuckers can shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of here. I was really saving the F's for the end of the pod. Because at the end of the day, you just proving yourself to not be hip hop. For you to call us gossipers because we want to hear a rapper clean up the mess he made through lyrics, and that makes us gossip niggas, that means that you weren't raised right. You've become a fucking fanboy. You're not a hip hop fan. You're a fan ass J. Cole fanboy that don't understand what this cloth shit is about, what this culture shit is about, and you misconstrue everything with gossip. Get the fuck out of here. And quite frankly, I think I said as much on Twitter. I said, rapper of the cloth drops this, strangely walks it back, literally made hip hop history doing so, and somehow us talking about it is gossip. Get the fuck out of here, fuck nigga. I ripped him. Because it's like, at the end of the day, you gotta stop conflating your favoritism or your favorites with what's happening culturally. But that goes to show that people don't understand the business of rap from what hip hop is. Everything that we talk about is under the guise and through the lenses of hip hop.
I think part of the problem is that certain people feel that like the only thing that is hip hop is what's recorded on wax and what you listen to. Right? And so as long as J. Cole is dropping a song that they love, and again, admittedly, great song, written beautifully, video is
Fire.
chef's kiss.
Yep.
But there are other aspects and elements to hip hop besides just writing and recording. There are actions, there are reactions, there are, how you move around in this space, how you interact with the world. Like there's so much intangible, and I think that's where so many people have a problem with like grasping the intangible aspects of hip hop, because you can't touch it, you can't hear it, you can't see it. But if you're of the cloth, if you're in the culture, you know it, you feel it.
Sadly, in some cases, when you leave the tri-state area, like this gentleman here, I'm playing the region part. In some cases, not all, in some cases when you're not from a certain zip code, you really don't understand what the rules are.
Not tapped in.
And you get on the social media shit. And now, to be fair to bro, even though he's still a fuck nigga for that comment, I can understand in this space where there's a lot of people who have become grifting gossipers because of this battle. He might see us as that, when really we just, everything about us is music and rap. We don't care about none of the extra shit. Honestly, I don't care about Drake's imaginary or real daughter. I don't give a fuck. How does Drake's daughter impact my life? I don't know Drake. I don't know nobody in the camp. I don't give a shit. He dropped some disses that were kind of mid, and he got punched on by Kendrick. That's what I care about. And he bowed out in the middle of what could have been an all-time battle. That's what I care about. The daughter, or whether it's real or not, that's gossip shit to me. That's when we get into the gossip. Daylight going on a podcast talking about what he heard or why Cole would have backed out. That's gossip to me. Schoolboy might have said something to Cole that made him change his mind. That's potentially gossip to me. We talking about bars, nigga.
And what's funny is that like we will literally title a segment or lead into a segment telling you this is gonna be the gossip boy section.
Chatty boy.
The chatty boy
Chatty
segment.
boy section.
You know what I mean? We partake. We will literally spoon feed you
We telegraph everything.
when we're gonna do that. You know what I mean?
Oh.
No, but it's like when you love your favorites, and the stand coach is so annoying to me. But anyway, Dini, we got an entry for you. Not specifically for you, but you're the best guy for this. Macho El Barrio 809 says, you think Andre is the nicest MC ever? Like when you hear him rap, you guys think he's the best MC of all time? I don't get that. He's nice, but there are rappers that would get Andre the F up out of here, in my opinion. What are your thoughts when you hear that?
I've held this stance in my time too, but I feel like what he's great at, he's exceptional at. And I think, say what you want about 3 Stacks, he has found a way to trickle his way into a lot of people's like favorite MCs. You get what I'm saying? Like the way people speak of this guy sometimes is like, wow.
Right.
One of many. I know a lot of
Diplomatic
people.
Dean over here.
I know a lot of
all of a
You
sudden.
keep it, right?
I know a lot of
Let him
people.
cook. Let him cook.
I know a lot of people who have him in their top 5s. You know, I get it, but like I said, when you add the flow, the cadence, the lyricism, the song making, the style, like there's a lot of boxes that are checked. So I can see why a person would feel that way, but I just feel like my palette, maybe because I'm from New York, but this is the birthplace of lyricism. And I feel like there's very few, if any, artists that lyrically are just better than New York rappers. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Nas and Jay lyrically like are untouchable for a lot of people out here. You know what I'm saying? That's just me though.
Andre 3000 walks in the streets of New York, finds Jadakiss, puts down the flute, takes off the piano off his back, and says, "Let's go right now."
All
Bar for
bars?
Bar for bar.
Kiss. All bars.
That's not as that gap ain't that far.
That's
With just rapping? I feel like
That's a
I feel like
heavyweight
See, I
fight
just
right
wanted
there.
to see. I just wanted to see him say it. I wanted to see him show his true colors.
Nah,
Kiss, bro.
Because
Is
he's been very,
Kiss,
very diplomatic.
Kiss is very
but when
different for me, though, bro.
But no, that's
that
a great
Kiss
question,
don't
though,
got
That's
one
a
whack
great question.
verse.
that
Kiss don't got
question,
one
though,
whack verse, bro.
you
he
let
got-
us
but
know
he's not-
exactly.
Let him answer.
Okay.
it.
And at least
Let him
he put a rap album out.
Nah, but
And
hold on. So,
There we go. There we go.
Hey,
There we go.
Hey,
God damn.
Got him.
John
We
trying
got
to save me. I'm just keeping it a beat.
But I want to hear like he puts the piano down and,
All right.
and they get the rapping. Who getting the better of that situation?
If we're just rapping, I think Kiss. If we're like being melodic, I'm going with
Melodic
Kiss.
is
Melodic is
melodic.
wild.
Yo, to me, Kiss is the quintessential like
If we're being
put down.
melodic,
I hate.
it's crazy.
I don't want to say
bro.
put down. Kiss is
If we're
the.
gonna shake it like a
Yo.
Polaroid picture, no one does it better
If
than
he's running some
Andre.
sugar to your neighbor, then maybe. You know, but Kiss to me, bro, like
This is why they don't like him.
outside of Nas and Jada, and Nas and like Hove, like with the pen, bro, like he's never let us down,
Nah,
bro.
you know, Walt, don't kill us. Don't kill us, Walt.
Kiss.
Now we got to talk about it for at least 3 more minutes.
Let's go.
Macito in that same situation,
Word.
he put the piano down. Who getting the better of that situation?
Kisses, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't from Miami. I'm from New York, man.
I'm
What
bringing
you talking
another
about?
rap. Smoke purple,
Kiss
big
on the
pillows, bro.
block,
Something,
look.
It's all simple
Look,
mathematics. I eat half off rap, half off addicts. Come on, bro.
I'll admit,
Boss?
I set Dean up. I said
you gotta
Dean.
answer the question.
Yeah, with the bar, just rapping.
They do
niggas rapping.
they do two very different things.
Bruh.
He takes the
Stylistically.
piano
We
off
outside.
and they get to rap.
It's a
Jada,
cycle
your
outside.
question.
Outside in front of the
Jada?
peas,
You
man.
could have said Lloyd Banks or something.
Yo,
Andre's not really much of a battler, so I'm gonna go with Kiss.
man.
I think it'll be very close because Dre throw all the eclectic shit out the window. We just talking rapping. That's gonna be an entertaining cipher. That's gonna be a very entertaining cipher.
That's gonna be an entertaining cipher.
Because again, to me, in my opinion, he has everything. He got the voice,
Definitely.
he got the bars, the cadence, everything you need.
But this is what Kiss is made for, though.
Kiss.
Kiss is made for this.
I
Yeah.
don't think Kiss dog walker, but I think Kiss will get the better of him.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I think 3 Stacks will leave that cipher on 45th and Broadway with a lot of respect.
Oh, no question. He's definitely a good rapper.
He would. Kiss is like Carmelo. It's like if you don't feel he's a great all-around player, if he on one-on-one,
Bucket.
it's not a lot of
Yeah.
niggas
When it
that's
comes time to
beating
get in the
Melo, bro.
bucket.
Like that's Kiss. Like
Like,
That's a great comparison.
I
All
just-
right, last mailbag entry. You know what I mean? We're gonna leave on a positive. Radical Rap Podcast says, when y'all talk about Pun, it reminds me of the Rush Hour soundtrack. Pun had the crazy verse I ever heard as a kid on that soundtrack. Salute to you, Radical Rap
Salute,
Podcast.
fam.
Rush Hour soundtrack.
Rest
That's
in
funny.
peace.
We started
right.
the pod talking about
Talking
soundtrack.
Rest in peace, Big Pun, one of the greatest to ever do it.
100%.
legendary.
But
Mm.
we are somewhere in New York City.
Uptown, baby.
The wind is blowing. It is cold as hell right
Yes,
now.
sir is.
That's a fact.
Our first winter in about 5 years.
Shit.
It's bristle.
Uber weather.
The asphalt is ashy.
Mega.
And it's a gentrifier and or a tourist somewhere talking about
Jesus.
things they might not
There's
need
a lot
to
of
be
them.
discussing. And we need them too. Get off my lawn. Get off Cecilia's lawn.
All right. So the specific person that I'm addressing this to, right? I'm gonna name her in a second, but I do want to make it clear that this goes out to anybody that uses this particular phrase. This is very bothersome to me, right? Just like earlier I said, when people say, "Oh, only in hip hop do you compare," and yes, you goddamn right. That's what we do, right?
Shut up about complaining about comparing.
So now, a couple days ago, this internet personality, I'm not entirely sure what her platform is or where she originated from, but I see her a lot on Twitter. Her first name is Somira. Right?
Salmaya.
There's no R there? Oh, my bad. I'm
Samaya?
a little tipsy. Somaya, right? Last name, I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this. I'm gonna end up butchering it, right? Last name K. Somaya K is what I'm gonna call it, And so the video that she put out was in regards to the J. Cole song, right?
Mm-hmm.
This to track 2, right? And we already talked about it on the special live that we put out. We gave our takes on it, but she obviously, right? Everybody's giving their takes on it. She gave her take on it, but like the way that she approached this take, first and foremost, in the tweet, the first words out the box, J. Cole is saving hip hop.
Yo. Wait.
J. Cole is saving hip hop. Bro, shoot me.
What do you mean by
Shoot me
that?
now. Like,
What's that?
because like, and she goes on to say why the
that,
fall
brother?
off can take him to the top of the rap game this year. All right, fine, whatever. But like, to lead this with J. Cole is saving hip hop. Number one, first and foremost, this phrase, those 2 words, saving hip hop. Such and such is saving hip hop. So and so, Ray from down the block is saving hip hop. My cousin Peaches is saving hip hop. Like, I've been hearing this phrase for well over 25 years. Since the turn of the millennium, there's constantly been somebody, so-and-so and such is saving hip-hop. It is such a lazy, just like sentiment that's just, it's uninformed, right? And it speaks to somebody that's not really tapped into anything. That's not really tapped into the culture. You're not cloth, you're not culture if you're going around talking about saving hip hop. I can't, like, the amount of people I've heard is saving hip hop. Nas is saving hip hop. Cannabis is saving hip hop. Andre 3000 is saving hip hop. Immortal Technique is saving hip hop. Sky Zoo is saving hip hop. Like, everybody is saving hip hop. Like at every juncture in the existence of hip hop, it's always needed saving. Like, that's not the case, right? And the only reason why this became so much more prevalent at the turn of the millennium, because everybody started romanticizing the 90s. The 90s were gone. They're never coming back, and now everybody is like romanticizing. Oh my God, back in the 90s, everything was perfect. Every song was classic. Every album was classic. It was nothing but nice MCs. Nobody was trash. Nobody was garbage. And as soon as it turned 2000 and you saw like the Nellies and the Juveniles and the No Limits and even though I don't like No Limits, but and the Cash Money Millionaires, all of a sudden hip hop needed saving. All of a sudden, this is not the hip hop I remember. Somebody come save it, please. Right? And I implore you out there, if you find yourself using the phrase saving hip hop, or hip hop needs saving, or this artist that I love, it's always an artist that they love, right? Your favorite artist is always saving hip hop. I implore you to find something else to say, find something else to think, even, because it's just especially in 2026, we're just getting into 2026. We're coming off of 2025 and 2024. Kendrick Lamar, Doechii, The Clips, Nas and the Mass Appeal run, like
Conway.
Conway the Machine, Rome Streets. Why do you specifically feel that hip hop needs saving at this point? Somaya, sorry, I keep putting an R in the name. I don't know why. Somaya, why do you think hip hop needs saving? Right? And to me, it feels like something that somebody that's not really part of the culture feels and thinks and says, somebody that's not really tapped in, somebody that's more sort of touristy, somebody that didn't really come up with it, but discovered it.
Nigga, say it.
But discovered it somewhere along the way and was like, oh, this is kind of cool. But, only if it sounds this way, or only if it looks this way, or only if it has this sort of energy to it. Like, get the fuck off of my lawn with that shit,
Remember
bro.
what she said. relegated to the underground, as if somehow being underground in hip hop is a bad thing.
Right.
So that was the other thing, right?
Oh, you had one. My bad.
No, but no.
Hook up.
You reminded me.
Okay.
You reminded me. Because we responded to her and that assessment of things, right? Saving hip hop. And we were generally saying hip hop doesn't necessarily need saving, like it's in a good place.
Great place.
And she responds by saying, not if those artists that you're talking about are relegated to the underground. And that's just such an elitist, like pretentious thing to say. You know? Like we have Kendrick, and we just had Kendrick for 2 years. She just waxed poetic about Kendrick nonstop for 2 years. So how, like, by her own stance and her own accord, how is J. Cole now appearing on the scene and saving hip hop from who? Kendrick, who is your favorite fucking rap? Like, you've been saying for 2 years how Kendrick's been saving hip hop. Now Cole is saving hip hop.
Cooker, son. Cooker.
Oh, man.
She
You
deserves
don't
it.
make no sense, man. That's just it's a fucking dog whistle. It's a dog whistle for people that romanticize a bygone era and that always think like the era that we're in is trash compared to that bygone era. You're always gonna feel that way because your perspective is whack. Shouts to Jay.
Yeah, you know. Mhm.
Sing cooking.
So, in conclusion, Samaya K,
Wait,
get the fuck off.
no,
Whoa.
We gotta ask the question.
Like, who is this guy?
Girl.
Where'd he come from? And why do we fucking keep acting like he's somebody that we need to fuck with? Get rid of this guy.
And
Get the fuck off my lawn.
Get off my lawn.
And also, anybody else that shares that sentiment, hip hop does not need saving right now. It is in a great place. If you're in your South Pole sweats and your fucking lugs in some basement somewhere, looking at hip hop like, oh, why can't it sound like, like boot camp click in the 90s? I don't know what to tell you, but it doesn't need saving. Just because it doesn't sound like Black Moon, it doesn't mean that it needs to be saved. All right? And I love Black Moon. I love Black Moon, love Boot Camp Click, The Shining, Nocturnal, all of that. But just because it doesn't necessarily sound like that all the time doesn't mean that it needs to be saved.
man, he cooking.
He
Look,
cooking.
you know what?
Fire.
Is that movie one battle after another that's winning all of the awards right now? Shout out to Tiana Taylor. Right?
Harlem.
There's a scene in that movie with Leonardo DiCaprio's character where they're asking him like what time it is. I feel like hip hop needs to sort of have a cold question. Like if you claiming you hip hop, or in Samaya's case, you're speaking on matters of hip hop, there needs to be like a random phone call where that person asks a certain question. And if you don't know the answer to that question,
No
you are not
information.
gang.
No information.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta answer 3 questions. What's your favorite album? Who was the GOAT, or who was the best rapper in 1992? What album dropped in 1997 that changed everything? Shit like that. You know what I mean?
Facts.
I'm just throwing random things out at the wall right now for y'all to understand it. But at the end of the day,
Card pulling.
we need a silent network to start cleansing ourselves of these gentrifiers, because heaven forbid, like how you go from glazing Kendrick, loving Kendrick, to now saying that J. Cole is saving hip hop, which means that all them artists dropped in 2025 and you didn't listen to any of it.
It's all good. Just
So who the fuck are you to speak on hip hop?
And then
A lot of-
in the video itself, sorry,
Nah,
Mace,
Cook,
but
then this is all you.
in the video itself, she goes on and on. She's bloviating about how J. Cole is doing nothing but rapping. It's just straight bars
Been doing that.
for the whole song, right? And I'm like, and she's so utterly shocked by it, like, oh my god, in 2026 it's nothing but like, did you miss the whole Clips run?
Yeah, she did.
Did you miss the whole thing?
Put on a Ransom album.
Hasn't she been? She's disappeared since
Put on
the
the
battle.
Streets album.
Put on a Griselda album.
Like
They're
there-
relegated though, I guess.
there's so many artists that are dropping
many.
straight heat, straight bars
Fire, bro.
through and through, in the underground, overground, and even in the mainstream. Clips is mainstream.
And we're New Yorkers, so we're talking about the New Yorkers. But best believe there's an underground scene in every region you can imagine, and they all putting out pain right now.
Talk, man.
Freddie Gibbs.
Fire.
Who Shicey came home spitting. Granted, he got locked up again, but
FBO.
came home spitting. Like, anyway. Nevertheless, from the rap roundtable to Samaya,
Get off my lawn.
classic episode 141. The entertainers once again have entertained
Yes.
God forbid.
and journalized just a
Journalized.
tidbit. Just a tidbit.
A little bit.
Anyway, Dini the Balance, take us home.
Just here to bring y'all a little entertainerism, you know?
Yeah.
Like not tendernism, some entertainerism. Shout out to each and every one of y'all for tuning in, whether live or on the playback. You know we appreciate y'all. This is the foundation of real humans. We don't do bots over here, y'all. We keep it funky. Shout out to Mase The Voice of the Culture. Always keeping you locked in. Shout out my brother Sincere. You hear the production. Everything he do is fire.
Super producer.
For every one of you niggas who rap and take this shit seriously, this is the man you need to holler at. Like, truly real shit. My favorite producer. Hardest working man in show business. Jarvie.
why they
Legend
call
in
him the
4
GOAT.
games like Pee Wee Kirkland. I'm me, Dini, the Balance of the Force, a.k.a. your mother's favorite.
Shout
Hey,
out
Mom.
Walt in the cut.
Hey, Mom. Walt the
Don't
Great.
forget about
Can't
Ginobili.
forget Walt the Great, my nigga. You know what it is. It's the Rap Roundtable, episode 141. We out of here, you dig? Hit the swipe, like, hype, tell a friend. We out of here.
And quite frankly, if you see anything differently or you just don't like us or whatever the case may be,
You niggas won!
Facts.
We don't make the rules.
Death to all pod grifters.
Just play the game.
facts. And that drop, by the way, I asked Rome Streets, can you just say that so we can use it for the pod? And man just did it.
Shout out to Rome.
This dickhead over here just getting favors done time
Wow.
and time again.
Wow.
Peace and love.
The ethical
Yeah.
asshole.
The ethical asshole Jarv, I guess.
Last
You know what I mean?
episode until we kick him off.
Yeah.
Facts. Yeah, it's my last episode. Send me some flowers.
Right.
I'll start a GoFundMe. Help.
Right.
We out of here.
Yo.